Yeah, man.
What it is.
What it do?
Out here in space, yet again.
Yet again.
Just a beautiful,
Beautiful
day.
Oh, man. Turning into the evening hour.
Rest. Yes, yes.
Yeah. What's up, y'all?
What it is. What it do, people?
You know we have arrived.
So let's get it popping.
It's your boy Al. It's your boy Lavis.
Yes, sir.
What it do, people? What it do? What it do? What's good? How you feeling? Are you awake? The grind has been real.
Hasn't it though? It's been all the way real. I'm kind of curious. I want to know how many people made it to that Snyder Cut rewatch with Josh.
Yeah. Let me get some of them purple man emojis.
Yes. I'd like to see some of them.
Yes.
That
Yes.
should look nice and pretty.
But you know what it is? It's After Dark, Den of Nerds Live. Shout to the homie Josh.
Yes, sir.
Somewhere upstairs at the top of the towers.
Right. Especially at the top of the towers.
Mm-hmm.
Special. It's very special because, you know, it's been a long time coming. And we finally got the Snyder Cut.
We most certainly did.
I remember a time. Tell
them about it. Tell them about it.
We thought it was impossible. I remember a time.
Didn't we though?
When Snyder Cut was only a hashtag.
Yeah.
And now. It has come to fruition. And I remember Josh back in the day prophesizing that it would come.
Or something like that, right?
Yeah. Now I think my memory might be a little foggy on that because I'm not sure if it was Josh who said that, or if it was myself. I think it might have been me.
Yeah. Who was it exactly that made that prognostication? Because I seem to recall. I seem to recall the homie actually having the inside track, and by the homie I mean my homie sitting right next to me.
Yes.
When the big homie was like poo-pooing the idea.
It was one of the things that has dawned me with this nice.
Oh, is that what took it? Is that what happened?
Yes.
Oh man.
It was one of the nighting experiences.
Hey,
and,
look. I'm gonna just say it like this, man. Because we finna get all into it tonight. Tonight is a rare night. It is a night that I didn't think was gonna go down like this, actually. We actually have legitimate DC news to talk about.
Right.
So much so. And I just noticed this, bro. I just noticed what we did here. You see the shirts?
Yes. I did.
I'm repping the DC. And you repping the Marvel. Man, look, I tell you, even when we don't be thinking on the same level,
I know.
We be thinking on the same level.
All day, every day.
They just don't know. Oh, man.
Need to talk. We don't even be talking about this.
But
this ain't planned. It just happens.
Yeah, I'm saying, but we digress.
Yes.
What we were speaking on was the fact that the homie actually wasn't really feeling the idea of a Snyder Cut to the point where I think my dude was actually going at you on some, I'm just going to put him on blast.
Yes, he was. And it's okay, though, because I took that with a cup of purple drink. Yeah.
Hey, that's all you got. That's all you can do, right? But we're gonna miniaturize because I'm not even going to waste time because I want to get so into this Snyder Cut.
You right.
Let's go on and miniaturize and roll that beautiful nerd Venger footage.
Yes, let's see.
Yeah, let me slow these tunes down just a little bit. Bring that down and then let's go ahead and run it, man. Let's run it indeed.
What you got to say,
Lavish says about my Snyder Cut take is wrong.
I'm gonna run that back.
But whatever Lavish says about my Snyder Cut take is wrong. Whatever he says, I'm gonna put it right out on Front Street. It's wrong, and I'm guaranteeing you it's gonna be a terrible take. You hear this, Lavis? I'm coming in right now and telling you and everyone at home that whatever your take is tomorrow, it's gonna be terrible. We're gonna talk all about the Snyder Cut. It's been crazy. Snyder Cut isn't real. It'll never come out. Lavis Blackman says, guess you missed the memo that the Snyder Cut is being released on HBO Max. Yeah, didn't get that memo, man. Didn't get that memo. Was that Mikey Sutton? It can't be real.
Man.
Does the Snyder Cut really exist? Mike Porter, not only does the Snyder Cut exist, but it seems more real than ever. And there's actually some evidence to suggest that AT&T might spend the extra $20 million that Zack Snyder wants to actually create that movie. Looks like it's real.
It's real.
It's real and it's coming. Real. But whatever Lavis says about my Snyder Cut take is wrong.
Man. So now we fast forward. Sorry about that,
man.
But we fast forward.
Now, if people are observing, obviously, this is very, very old footage. It's almost a year ago. Almost a year ago. And I almost had a moment then when this was going to come out. But that kind of got a little swept to the side. And now, almost a year later, we bring it back to you, the people.
Say it one more time. To who?
We bring it back to you, the people.
The people.
Yes.
Yeah,
but,
man.
Well, he had to say it was actually very important though, because he said that they spent that 20 mil.
Yes.
So they could actually have that Snyder Cut, and that's just watching the film and seeing the money that they put in there. It's very telling.
Very, very.
It is extremely and very telling of what happened with the Snyder Cut. It's kind of a sad story.
So
it has a happy ending.
No doubt. Now, what I want right now is for everybody in the chat. I want to know right now if you have seen the Snyder Cut. 1 to 10, where you at? Before we get into ours, we want to know where you at. Yes. How you feeling about it? Because let me tell you, I don't know what movie they thought they was making the first time, but I'm going to just put it like this, and we're going to say it right now. Cut the music. From this day forward, the only Justice League movie that matters is the Snyder Cut. When I say Justice League movie, I'm talking about the Snyder Cut. I don't know about you, man.
No, yes.
But for me, the only one that matters is the Snyder Cut. Bring us back.
Yes. No lie. He ain't never told no lie. That's exactly the point. I will not be talking about that other thing. I don't even know what that is.
I don't even know what that is.
In fact, I might even for real always be specific and just say Snyder Cut, because I don't even want the confusion at all. It doesn't even.
There should be no confusion. Look,
there should be no confusion.
I know it was some, I know some drama going on behind the scenes, whatnot. But I'm just gonna say this. And this is something I think Josh asked in the spoiler chat earlier. I think people didn't really understand where he was going with it. Sometimes in life, things happen and you wonder why. Certain decisions get made and you can't really understand why that decision was made or why things fell into place that way until you get to the end result. And I'm here to tell you people, had it not played out the way that it went down, we wouldn't be sitting here in this moment right now. We had to suffer. We had to have the original Justice League in order to get here. Now, that is not to say that doing it retroactively, that these weren't some of the original ideas that Zack Snyder had. But what this means is our appreciation for this movie is right where it needs to be, because it happened right when it needed to happen.
Yes, it did, and I am very ecstatic.
Yes,
very ecstatic that we got it. That they quit with the pushing. No matter how many underhanded things that they actually try to do, I don't care. That's how I look at it. No matter what they tried to do, it still came out great. Like it will make you a believer.
Yes,
it will totally make you a believer.
Now let's get into it, man. Let's get into it right now.
Do we have to put up spoiler warnings? I mean,
look,
day after.
It is day after. So okay, so then let's do it this way. How about we try to stay as spoiler free as we can?
Well, or we can ask the people.
Oh, you know what? We can't put it to the people. We can put it to the people.
Then I don't give a fuck.
There you go, man. Well, then let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it the way we do it on After Dark. Let me get
let's see.
Some blue emoji, the blue saber emojis. If you want us to get into those spoilers and just say fuck it.
Right.
If you want us to slow down and come and stop, pause on that, give us with the red saber emoji. Blue saber emoji, we talking spoilers. Red saber emoji. We'll try to not do that.
But if you take the red saber.
Yes. Man.
I kind of did that a little backwards, but still.
Yeah, you did. But I wasn't going to call it out. It's all good.
I see spill it. I see spoiler.
I do too. I see spoiler all over.
Everybody talking about just leave the milk out and turn the heat up.
Look, I'm about to hit you with another shocking one right now. I don't know if you got to catch Debate 8 this week. Shout out to Fanjection. But me and the homie Josh was on Debate 8, and
it's true.
We were debating MCU characters versus DCEU characters. Now, for those who didn't get to see that, the very first matchup damn near broke your boy heart because they had the Cape Crusader himself, the Dark Knight Batman, going up against After Dark's very own King T'Challa, the Black Panther. And despite my sincerest efforts and me throwing race cards out like it was draw fours and Uno, it still ain't matter. Batman still got him. But you know what? After watching the Snyder Cut, I'm all right with that. I am all right with that.
I have a confession to make, Al.
What's your confession?
I voted for Batman too.
I knew you did. I already knew you did. That's why I didn't speak to you for about 30 minutes.
That's by default.
I was like, I already know. See, and look, I had planned on coming on here and snapping on you too. Like I had told people they was gonna feel my wrath tonight, but you know what? I can't even be in a negative mood, man. I can't even be in a negative mood because I am so pleasantly surprised with the Snyder Cut, man. Like, I'm a DC normie. Like, I'm not even going front. Your boy is not the most versed when it comes to the DC stuff. But I was a Batman the Animated Series fan. I am familiar with some of those plot lines. And I have seen every Batman movie or every DC film up until the DCEU. There's a couple of them that I kind of skipped out on. And now I'm actually wanting to go back and watch them joints. But here's the thing, man. I'm going to just say it. This movie was just about, in my opinion, and I'm not talking about from a technical standpoint. I'm not talking about from a water CGI standpoint either. I'm just saying from a fanboy perspective, this movie was damn near perfect for me. For a normie like me, this is what I wanted to see.
Yes. Like, I'll definitely have to agree. From being a complete sweaty, I'm not even going to say I'm not swarmy, nothing. Complete sweaty.
Facts.
I have to agree and say this is it. This is what we needed. This is definitely the fix. Okay, like I am definitely satisfied after watching this movie. And like you said, if things didn't go the way they did, I don't think we would appreciate it as much,
right,
as we do now. To see, like a hack job and then see a complete everything put together.
Yeah,
like there's no loose ends. It's a story.
Yes.
Story from beginning to end. It is a complete story, and it doesn't leave you like, well, what does that mean? What does this mean? And if it does, it's like maybe one or two questions that are very easily answered. You know what I'm saying? And
yes.
You can go right back to the source material and find it. You ain't got to go to to a spoiler, or you ain't got to go to somebody who's breaking it down and bringing pieces from here and there. You know, you got it all in one little centralized area with the Snyder Cut, and it's completely beautiful. And since we are able to just talk spoilers,
yes,
the fact that they actually put the scenes in there, that because some of these scenes to me, like they already showed it to us when the movie was first supposed to come out. And, like I think it was even in one of the original like trailers.
Yes,
and then they cut it out, like the scene where Ezra Miller is or Flash is saving. I guess you could say it's your girl. I don't know why I'm blanking on her name right now. Iris, girl Iris West.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. When you know that whole okay, and even what they did with Flash period in this movie made me like him a little more.
Yes.
It made me like him just a little bit more. And it's not even nothing about the actor, just straight up looking at it as a character. There are a lot of things about how they shifted certain dialogue that made it pop better for me.
Right.
And I know I'm bouncing around, but skipping at the end, I'm so glad they took out that damn "I don't not like you" when Batman is talking to Superman. That is not something Batman would ever say. I don't care how old or how sympathetic he would ever get. I had a huge problem with that, and that's not even in it. And this entire 4 hours, they took that out, so I'm happy about that. But going back,
yes,
what they did with Cyborg, the way it even starts out with how Superman dies and it rings the mother boxes, it makes way better sense.
Way, and this is that's the thing that I want to get on more than anything else about this is how much this movie makes Dawn of Justice. It makes the Superman, the first Superman movie. It makes Batman vs Superman, Dawn of Justice. All of that, Wonder Woman, all of that shit now makes sense. It all makes sense. The fact that, like you said, Superman dying, kicking off the activation, if you will, of the mother boxes. You know, General Swarmer, which was my biggest point of contention with the DCEU movies, the Superman movies at that. Why in the hell was General Swanwick even working with Lois Lane? A nobody, a reporter, basically. That was one of the biggest questions that I had throughout that entire, as a normie, again, not knowing who he is or anything like that. I'm like, why in the hell is this man giving her all of this top secret classified information? And then lo and behold, they pay it off with the Martian Manhunter appearance. And that was beautiful. Like that was the moment where I was like, okay, see, look, this is what I can fucks with. This right here.
Right. See, now you saying that as a normie.
Yes.
Me, as a sweaty, I already knew that my man was supposed to be Martian Manhunter.
Exactly.
So I got you. It pissed me off
that he was.
Fact that was rumored for one. And all of a sudden, you don't get to see that at all. And they do that little scene where they meeting out in the rain.
Yes.
Like, that made no sense, okay, at all. So, yes, I'm so glad that they've actually put that in there. And I'm definitely glad that it paid off not only in that moment, but again, later.
Yes.
It pays all the way back off. And this is just me being a fanboy. This ain't nothing. This is not a gripe or a complaint. But it would have been dope to have him join it maybe at the end at the fight scene, like how they did, which they also did way better.
Yes.
But that's just me being a fanboy. I have zero problem with the way that they did introduce it and have it with the plans that they probably had going forward. Martian Manhunter, definitely a great addition.
Yes.
It's nice for him. I guess it's nice for me to see Martian Manhunter over a Green Lantern.
Okay.
Because one, they already did that once, and of course, it didn't go too well. And then they already kind of teased him as being there before,
right? With
that big battle with you see with Uxas, young Darkseid. So you don't see nothing about Martian Manhunter. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he's low key. He's always in the background. But now he's saying he's been there and he has a stake himself in wanting to assist because he already know what the deal is, like all the way down. So.
Yeah,
I like what they did with them. Most def.
No doubt, exactly, and yes, and that's exactly where like I ended up at the end of this movie is I need a whole lot more of this shit.
Yes,
like I need a whole lot more because what they were able to do with this movie, man, in terms not even just reshaping Justice League, but like reshaping the DCEU and putting it, because it's not just the cameos, it's not the fact that you get a coherent movie. It's beyond that for me. Like the fact that the style, like a lot of people, I saw people, saying that the first hour and a half were kind of slow, and I kind of felt the same way until we got further into the movie and I understood what they were doing. When you have a movie like Justice League, where it's basically the DC equivalent to the Avengers, right? You have to, if you basically have to, at that point, if you're trying to catch up to the Avengers, which we know that's what they're doing. We know that the whole point of this was to try to catch up and get some of that Avengers cheese.
Right.
If you're going to do that, then what you need to do is you need to establish those characters. We don't need origin stories, but you need to establish what these characters' motivations are. You need to give us a little bit more in terms of what they are, what the reason that Batman wants them to come together in the first. And it can't be some flimsy ass reason.
Right.
It can't be flimsy, and it has to be in line with that Batman. I'm not saying it has to be totally in line with every Batman or that we've seen in the past or something like that. I'm saying that it needs to be at least in line with the Batman that we've gotten in these movies. You know what I'm saying? It's a quick turnaround anyway. We haven't gotten that much character development for Bruce Wayne or Batman because we've only seen him in all of one movie before we got to this point. Right. So it's like, okay, we know it, but we know what we're talking about because you've got a credit history with Bruce Wayne and Batman. Fans are already familiar with that character, what he's like, personality, and all of that. So as long as you give us motives that fit within the story, we good. And that's what this gave you. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't just that, but it gave you that for every single character. So it was like, while at the beginning, I kind of felt like it was a little slow or draggy, I was able to appreciate it later because every character got that. We got the same thing with Cyborg. You know what I'm saying? It was like his scenes were the same way. You got a lot of exposition up until the point where, he actually started getting down in the movie. But that exposition that you got for him was, dude, if it wasn't for the drama, I would be like, hey, Ray, I need some more of that Cyborg, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like,
yeah, because I mean, they all got cut pretty much if you look at it.
Yes,
from every aspect that they put in there that makes better sense now because you have the context with it. All of them got undercut. So just the fact that he wanted to be, loud about it, but it was not even the fact that he decided to even speak out about it. It's just the fact that he just decided to speak. He didn't speak out. He just kept pointing like, oh, over here. And it's like, everybody's like, what? Like, what is the deal? Now we see what the deal is. Like I said, it's very telling.
Right.
But at the same time, it's just, like I said, I'm just glad that they added a lot of different context. So like that plane scene with Bruce Wayne, and he's like, I've spent time trying to divide us.
Yes, and now that's exactly what I was talking about. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes way better sense now to see why he would spend the time to go and try to find Aquaman, to go and try to meet and then how he even came to wanting to even meet up with the Flash. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, like why did he go meet the Flash and why did Wonder Woman go meet Cyborg? Like, those little things weren't like mainly important. It really didn't matter who, and I see why they cut it out. There were some things that we could have done without, but a lot of the stuff that we did without raised too many damn questions.
Right.
Like, entirely too many. Like Lois even being downtown in the first place. I like that way better than her being in the vicinity and seeing Superman floating through the sky and then her having to make her way back and then all of that transpire. Then he's like bringing the big guns and he just busts out Lois. It didn't seem realistic to me at all.
Yeah.
It's like you just would automatically bring that out and just know to go that direction.
Exactly. That was the whole thing. It's like, why would you even know that you would need to go there? You know what I'm saying? Like that made no sense whatsoever.
No.
And there's something else I want to get into. I don't want to keep jumping all over the place, but that just brought me up, made me think of another point. But speaking on the Lois stuff, it just like even that the tone was so much better. You know what I'm saying? Like all the entire story, like the whole thing, bringing Darkseid into it, like, and not dancing around that idea. You know what I'm saying? Like, going for it. That's what we want. Like, if you're gonna do it, do it. Yeah. Don't like tiptoe around the idea. Like, dive all the way into it. And you can tell that whether these were his original plans or not, Zack Snyder came into this and decided he was gonna leave it all. Whatever they were going to allow him to do within the means of the budget, my man was going to squeeze that shit into this movie.
Oh, like, yeah, most definitely. Because like I said, they only spent $20 million more. Okay, so what? The Joker was made with $90 million.
Yeah.
Okay. From what they had to put back in there, you would think they have spent $90 million more. You know what I'm saying? Just in order to make it a full 4-hour movie. To find out that they only had this for Hollywood terms, $20 million ain't nothing, dude. That's a small film. You like, if you get good, they might even grant you that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just all. It sounds like all the thing they had to add was the Darkseid stuff.
Right.
They cut everything else out. They was like, nah, let's not produce Darkseid because we're not going in that route. Save the money there. We'll make this other thing, because I'm not even referring to it as whatever it was supposed to be called. We'll make this other thing.
Right.
Push that out and piss everybody off. Because I feel like they had to know that they were going to, the route that they were going, what that movie was. I mean, obviously, it came out in articles that they knew.
Yes.
That this movie was a crapshoot. You know, that movie, that movie was a crapshoot. So, yeah, man. It's just, you know, like I said, the lowest scenes and how you actually get to see her and Clark kind of reconnect and see that, you know, she wasn't really in his face the entire time. She kind of just let him through.
Yeah.
And he got back there on his own. I like that. That was pretty dope. With Superman, how they even changed that up to how they bring him back way better.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And it just and it makes it really paid off the nightmare scene a lot better too. Because now you know that not only Bruce is having, you know, these little dream premonitions, but Cyborg has also seen it.
Yes.
So that kind of makes it a little more realistic. It kind of makes it a lot more important to the story because it seems like that would be the direction that they were going.
Yeah.
And if I had seen that for the first time, I'd be more hyped for them to make more Justice League movies, or not even just Justice League movies. I'd be more hyped to see Ben Affleck return.
Yes.
To see another Wonder Woman movie, even though, you know, that movie was, you know, Aquaman would have popped off a lot better, especially with how they ended it. There's just so many different things that you, like I said, to see how much that they tied this movie back together.
You know what this reminded me of? Like, real talk. This reminds me of, not in terms of the movie being the same quality or anything like that, but this reminds me of what it's like when the Russos do an Avengers movie and characters that you like their movies or you like them in their own movies are better in the movies that the Russos direct. Like T'Challa, for example. Everybody, like Black Panther, we know that was a dope ass movie. Wakanda Forever, all that, yes. But T'Challa as a character, and Josh says this, and I co-sign 1000% with this. T'Challa as a character was better in Civil War than he was in Black Panther. The character of T'Challa,
right,
and his and that portrayal, that was to me the way I would like to have seen, you know, that character continue on screen. And what it seems like with the Zack Snyder cut is that these characters like Wonder Woman, like Aquaman, you really get, even you know, Superman, they really get treated the right way in this movie.
Yeah.
And they're given the proper attention, and they are given enough time. Like, I get that everybody was saying, you know, there's some pacing, like it was kind of slow at times, but no, like when you talk about going, like, really, like, let's talk about, you talk about going against the MCU, basically. And you talk about giving people content that is going to rival attention, like to make people legitimately have to like be like, okay, which one of these am I gonna watch first? Like we're gonna watch them all, but like, you know, something like that, where it's like you have a legit competition with them. You want to establish yourself and your content in a way where it's like, no, this ain't a carbon copy of what they doing. We going in a different direction. This is what this movie feels like to me. Like, this is long form, like really drawn out, really like deeply constructed type stuff. Not that the MCU is not, but the MCU, we know that formula. Like, they're gonna give you within 2.5 hours, they'll give you a story that is gonna be complete, is gonna be thorough, but it's not gonna go too deep, and they're not gonna get they're damn sure not gonna go as deep as you would like them to go in all instances. Hell, they may even hit you with a Ralph Boner joke. I'm just saying. But just saying. Still, yeah, I know.
Don't start, people.
I'm not gonna trigger nobody right now, because I know we sound like we like anti-white Suge right now, but no, that's not what this is.
No, that's not what that is.
This is like when this, you know what this kind of reminds me of, if we want to go there talking about white Suge. Remember when the East Coast West Coast thing was popping off, and like after Biggie was gone, everybody was kind of like, man, the East Coast ain't got nothing no more. And then all of a sudden, Bad Boy started like churning out hits, and you was like, oh, so I guess it is still something. That's what this feels like.
Right.
Like Snyder Cut feel like Diddy first solo album, where you're like, oh damn, like this is still banging.
Yeah, definitely.
There's still hope. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like this is what makes you as a fan of this shit. This is what we live for, because it's not about who's better. It's about, let me get more great content. And that's what this was. This was a brilliant piece of content that I wish was a blueprint for DC moving forward. Like, yes, still give us, and they have the perfect mechanism to do it, because this can exist in its own universe on HBO Max.
Yep.
And this is proof. Like, I don't know the numbers yet. We still got to wait and see kind of how it falls out and all of that. But just the buzz that this is getting, and the way that this has people talking about DC in a way that people haven't talked about DC in a long ass time. Let's just be real.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody talked about DC like this. And to be at this point and to still be on the cusp of Falcon and Winter Solider later tonight, man, like this shit is nuts. Is this a simulation, man? Like, what's really going on, bro?
What's really going on is we starting to get back into that Wheel of Fortune.
Man,
get back into all that normal, great, nerdy content that had us going in the first damn place.
Wow.
Everything we getting back into is well waited for, and we deserve it.
Yes.
We deserve it. And
we most definitely do.
Finally starting to get it, man. We finally got that black suit Superman.
Yes.
We finally got that Fireside, Dark Side.
Man.
We finally got a better looking Steppenwolf.
Dude.
We got,
like, that's why I'm like, you don't even want to compare or even look back at the homies. You know, I'm trying not even say the man's name. Like, look.
That thing, I told you.
That thing.
I'm taking the Lauryn Hill approach.
But I tell you what, though. Now, again, I just want to make sure that I'm clear with this, because this is not like jumping the fence. This ain't, oh, well, DC's back and they about to smash MCU. Nothing like that whatsoever. No. But what this is DC showing at least that there is still light at the end of the tunnel. Like, there is still possibility for them to come in and do their thing. Like, they just have to listen and be attentive and realize what people are actually wanting. Like, straight up.
I would agree with that, but I would say, and I'm like I said, I've told you, we spoke about this before, and now we're here still. I'm still sticking to it. I'm not really trying to go super hard on WB and all of them, because like I said, I don't know what it's like to be an exec of that level. I don't know what it's like to be that kind of official. But again, seeing this movie and how they tied it back up together, I don't care if it took 4 hours. I think before talking about it, when things was cool, before they started for real sliding down that slope, they were talking about doing the Justice League Part 1, Part 2.
Yes.
So the reason why this is even 4 hours in the first place is because, things changed. But it's very telling that they got something going on in the establishment that just ain't right.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest reason why we're not getting the quality content.
Right.
We might be banging it out in other areas and making that quantified, but the quality is totally missing. And they slipping, dude. They totally slipping. They're making it easy for us to be like Feige's white Suge. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They make it easy for us to want to look forward to a Silk streaming show from Sony.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody even really talk about that. But when that drops, again, people are going to be looking at Marvel and Sony like, oh, they doing their thing.
Mm-hmm.
DC is still going to be trying to pitch a Michael Keaton, Ben Affleck, Batman story of them now trying to go across the multiverse and getting all types of different help. Which, again, they ain't even set up no premise for that.
Right.
Like, why? Especially after seeing this. I mean, I can get that, but like, where the hell would Michael Keaton even fit into that at all?
Good point.
We already kind of know where the story would be going from here because they storyboarded out the rest of what they was going to do with it, and that's another kind of point that I want to bring up because I know we're going to spend a lot of time talking about that Falcon and Winter.
Oh yeah, we definitely gonna get into that, man.
And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna actually pose it to you and the people.
Okay.
I want to see a 1 in the chat if you're sad that you're not gonna get any more Snyder Cut. But I want to see a 2 if it's you could have done without it anyway.
Hey,
I'm getting the feeling that we're gonna see a lot of 1s over seeing 2s because, I mean, this is pretty, like you said, damn near perfect.
Yes.
For a person like me, the only gripes that I had were like little small nitpicky things, but it wasn't nothing that was large enough to actually make a plot hole out of it.
Right.
It's just little small stuff. And like I even said that they fixed the way that the Flash runs to me. You know, now I look at it the way they filmed it in this one, he don't look goofy anymore. It looks like he just runs so fast that if you're going to be able to view his legs, that's what it would look like in real time.
And let me say this. Oh, go ahead. Finish that thought.
Otherwise, it'd be blurred, but no, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, because I know a lot of people, like the homie Josh is one of them, were still saying that they still don't know how they feel about this version of Flash. And I'll say, again, being a normie when it comes to DC, knowing Flash, having seen Flash, the most portrayal I've seen, or the most, is basically the DC animated movies. That's pretty much my exposure to Flash. Okay, but what this movie does, or the thing that I like about Ezra Miller's Flash, is that you believe he's awkward. Like the way that he portrays the character as this kind of like, socially awkward teenager that's just like hyped to be with the crew. Like you get that from him, but you also get those moments like, I don't care what anybody says. That moment where he saved old girl from the crash, that shit was on point. That hit with me. Like that hit on every level. Cause I was just like, damn, my man simping for real. Like he went out there and did the whole damn thing.
So while she was floating there and he was kind of like stroking her hair and caressing her face, did you think he was going to grab her by her neck and bring her back?
See, look, why you got to do that? We was having a moment. Hey, look.
I'll just say.
Hey, low-key, I thought for a minute it was going to happen. Him looking like I thought it was like, I was like, oh man, this would be crazy. But talk about breaking the fourth wall, bro. Like,
I would have.
Oh man,
I'd have lost it.
But yeah, he did. I like the portrayal. I like it because it gives a lightness to the movie that like you don't have to force. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like it brings levity in a way that doesn't seem like it's completely like. There's points in the Whedon Justice League where there's like attempts at comedy. Like, okay, like perfect example. The Batman and Aquaman interaction at the beginning of the movie. Okay. Talk about recontextualizing like the mood in a situation. Like that hit a completely different chord in this movie. Same thing with the Wonder Woman bank robbery or bank scene. Like that's a completely different, like bro, like the way that they flipped that shit, like they came in there and them dudes wasn't playing no games. And the way that they worked her combat, where the hell was that in Wonder Woman 84? Where was any of that in Wonder Woman 84?
I mean, they kept it mostly, but it's like what you got was more focus.
Yes,
on what she was doing. Where in the other cut, it was a lot quicker.
Yes,
they went straight to her saving the kids the way she saved the kids. But now, when you see, let's say, when you see a lot of the same things with the different aspects that led up to it, not only does it make more sense, but it looks a lot better.
Right.
You know
well, see,
I'm still gonna say that she was she overdid it with killing my man at the end of that. Like,
Yeah, that
She
was
was already going super fast. Like, you could have just ran up and took my man out. Like, they could have kept that to save.
yeah.
She'd have to blow out half the bank. All the museums, wherever
Hey
it was
man,
at.
they had to get that one
out.
out. They had to get that one explosion in there like that. They had to get that one. They had to let her have that one. But
Did way too much.
hey, I respect that. I definitely. But the thing for me with that scene, and this is something that I feel like, whether it's Warner Brothers, whether it's AT&T, whatever the case may be, that was the same problem they had with BVS. Because like the whole scene with Lois Lane when she was over there talking to the terrorists or whatever, like they cut that up so much that you didn't get any of the context to make that scene make any damn sense. And then when you see the extended version, you're like, oh damn, well now it makes sense like why they have to have this trial and everything else. Like now they set him up basically. So you get that context and that understanding. And that's the difference I think between all of these other DC movies and this one. Because Zack Snyder took time to really develop every single plot point so that you almost were spoon-fed into it. Like somebody that's a normie can look at it and watch it and follow what the hell is going on the whole movie, start to finish, and tell you at least from, again, it doesn't make you a DC sweaty overnight, but what it does is it gives you the ability to know what's going on and to have a level of anticipation for what might come next. That's what I feel like they were missing. Like MCU nails that.
I have to agree with that. Yeah, I definitely have to agree with that. So like back to your point about the Flash, you being a normie about it. So Barry Allen Flash, to me, when I see this Barry Allen Flash, I see more of a Wally West Flash.
Okay.
Wally West Flash is a lot like this one. Wally West was a wisecracker. He was a little awkward. He was still smart, but there was not too much serious about him. The Barry Allen Flash, the one that I'm more used to seeing, is the one that they actually portray on the CW. That Flash is a little more coordinated. He's not really clumsy. He accepts his powers after a while, but even though he's young at it, he's always determined. He's not scared. You know what I'm saying? Like the real Barry Allen Flash, like I feel that they went with the Wally West Flash in this story.
Gotcha.
Because if it was the Barry Allen Flash, Superman actually might have had a little bit more of a problem on his hands.
Gotcha.
Because the Flash is actually one of the few characters who can outright beat Superman. The only issue he really has is he has to lean more on his ability to think fast than to try to he needs to outsmart and outmaneuver Superman.
Yeah.
He can't outright just go up and fight him. You know what I'm saying? He'll always lose trying to go straight up. But he can beat Superman. So if you had a Barry Allen Flash who's willing to do what's necessary, who's not scared, brave, and going up against that scene where it was all of them,
right,
that would have made no sense to see him go down as fast or as easy as that Flash did. That Flash, what really did he contribute to that fight? You know what I'm saying? He got swung at, he dodged a bunch of things, and then he clumsily ran into Aquaman at the end. He didn't have nothing. If it was the real Barry Allen Flash, though, Superman might not have been focused on Batman that damn much.
Right.
I'll tell you that right now. But it played for the story. It played for that part. It played for the normies to actually have that comic relief and in a refreshing way. Otherwise, it would have been a deep, dank, dark movie the entire time. And you, like, when it comes to DC, you expect some dark, but there has to be, like you said, there has to be some light too.
Yeah, you got to have a little bit of levity, and because in a movie like this, when you have a team up movie, I don't think you can have a team up movie where everything is just dark as hell.
Right.
Like you gotta have a little bit of that
hope element.
Bingo, and I feel like you get that in this movie, and you really, this movie, the more I think about it, it really pisses me off that like we don't know for sure that we gonna get anything else out of the Snyderverse, because I can't help but wonder what it would have been like had we got this off the rip. It's like we got it exactly when we needed it, and it dropped right at the right time. But it's like you can't help but wonder, what if? Because who knows, man? Like with that level of success, if it was received in the same way, But then you got to think about it too, though. We were in a completely different time at that point, and a 4-hour movie like this probably wouldn't have gone over well back then. You know what I'm saying? Like a few years ago, it might not have set over well. And I tell you another thing too, and this is something I was thinking about. this movie actually, in my opinion, benefits from WandaVision. And the reason I say that,
I agree,
is because you just got out of a 9-episode arc where what you watched was not in line with what you're used to seeing from the MCU. Right. And the story was really drawn out and developed in a certain way where, you know, we all talk about WandaVision, those first couple of episodes. Some people loved them. Some people didn't think they were all that, like me. But the one thing you can't deny is that they set up and really gave, I said it. I wasn't feeling them like that. I slipped that in there.
I let it go.
But the one thing even I got to admit about that is that it did a hell of a job of establishing kind of what the situation was at that point in time with Wanda and with Vision. Like, if nothing else, you understand that at that point in time, like, she is completely content. There's some weird shit going on, but otherwise she is where she wants to be, and she has created for herself the reality that she always wanted to have. Right. And you understand that, and you feel almost immersed in that from those first couple of episodes. And that's something that I feel like, had you not been set up for as a comic fan, like watching that, you probably wouldn't have, like, people would be thinking even worse about this 4-hour piece of content that we just digested. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I got you for sure. And, you know, just, you know, pretty much just glad that things went the way that they did, so we can be able to appreciate it.
Yes.
I mean, I feel like if we had gotten this first, realistically, there would have been the normal. It would have been the normal amount of, I like this movie, the more normal amount of, I mean, it's still got, you know, some people out there still don't like it. It's not much of a difference for them, which is fine. But I can say that this movie did decrease the divisiveness that DC has been slipping into.
Yeah.
That chasm that they have built is slowly, it's been filled a little bit. I can definitely go back, and at least now we do have a Marvel, MCU, DC argument.
Yeah.
This is something I can bring up. You know
exactly.
I can go from Man of Steel straight to Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Exactly, though.
You already know
Big
how
facts.
I feel about BVS. You already know how I feel about it.
Hey, look, man. But look, doesn't this actually help BVS look better, though? I mean, look, okay, it might not have been what you wanted, and I totally get it from a Sweaty's perspective. Like,
from
this
angle, to answer that, it's not even the storyline at this point. It's just too much Jesse Eisenberg, whatever his name is.
Okay.
It's too much of him.
So let me ask you this question, because we got a little bit of him in this one. Do you think he was a little bit better, or you still look at him and go, nah, bro?
Who?
Eisenberg.
We got the perfect amount of him in this.
But I'm saying, like, his portrayal at this point.
Like I said, I don't even remember him being in this movie, so that was perfect. He's his hands down, but he could get a Golden Globe as long as he acts just like he did in this movie. Matter of fact, it wasn't even him; it was somebody else that broke out, and then next, you know, he's just talking to Deathstroke. I was fine with that. If they had kept Luthor like that to a minimum in BVS, instead of trying to make him the side big bad or the first big bad, I'd like it. But again, I don't like the fact that they already have him knowing their identities. Yeah, it's kind of obvious, but the fact that it was ambiguous at best, I like that a lot better than them just being like, oh, he's Bruce Wayne. Oh, he's
I got you. You
know what I mean? It's like, okay, so now the enemies go straight to them. You know, and that's the reason why it kind of takes out the whole masked vigilante element in the first place. You get a secret identity so you can protect yourself and the people that you love. You know what I'm saying? And okay, yeah, this is what, a 45, close to 50-year-old Batman. Nobody wants to see a 45 to 50-year-old Batman go up against Deathstroke. Like, and no iteration. I'd rather see at least a mid-30s Batman, a more seasoned yet not
so... Hey, man, I think you're being low-key disrespectful to our 55-year-olds out there.
Man.
Hey, some of them got hands, man. Some of them got hands. Some of our senior citizens be swinging on, will beat your ass. Like, let's just they will whoop your ass. Don't let these 55-year-olds fool you, man.
Who?
Okay, time out. First of all, I will tell you. I will give you one. Herschel Walker. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go look up Herschel Walker. 50 years old, fighting in MMA, bro. Doing like 5,000 sit-ups a day, looking like he could still play in the NFL.
Mike Tyson, like,
hey, look, let's not talk about. Look,
Mike
stop
Tyson
it, stop it. That's
you're taken out. I'm talking about from a street level. Me going up against a professional on that. Of course, I would give it to my man Mike. You know what I'm saying? Duh. But we talking about, okay, so perfect example then. If it, that's why you don't want me to go with it, because if
no, I wasn't saying not to go with it. I was saying don't disrespect Mike like that.
No, I'm saying if it was Batman versus Deathstroke, which one of between Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr., which one of them would have been Batman and which one of them would have been Deathstroke?
Man, look, they both would have been Batman. Look, it would have been Batman. Look, see what I'm saying? But that's a different. You know what the thing is though? We're comparing those two against what we saw them as in their prime. And so from that respect, I get what you're saying. You don't want to see Roy Jones Jr. fight in his prime fighting the Mike Tyson at 50. I get what you're saying. But what I'm saying is, for me, it's not that deep. Like I'm saying, just don't sleep on Batman, especially since all y'all who voted for him on debate 8 act like he don't ever lose to nobody, and that T'Challa with his vibranium and all his technology wouldn't be able to get with my man. Like, don't get me. Look, you trying to trigger me about some shit we got past already.
I feel like, okay, honestly though, I feel like in this movie they kind of played Batman a little close. If you ask me, like he didn't really start picking up and carrying some real weight till toward the end of the movie. Like I figured maybe they embossed him up a little bit more, but like the part where they first go up against Steppenwolf, my man Batman's getting tossed around and throughout the whole sewer line. You know what I'm saying?
It is
barely kicking. It's a parademon. I got you. But what? Which one was it? Which movie was it? Was the first one when my man was capturing them, when he was fighting them straight up, not even caring? To this one where he's just getting tossed around like he ain't never fought one before. Like that was just my issue. Plus, it's Batman for one. Okay, there's not too many iterations where you see Batman if Batman's in a situation that he can't handle. Okay, it is very rare to see my man get tossed around. Okay, he'll flip over some stuff. He'll swing through it. He won't fight, touch a soul. He'll trick them into fighting each other some kind of way, but he don't get picked up and tossed around. Like I don't care if he's old. I don't care if he's old.
What you sound like, man.
I like a younger Batman.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Yes, you sound like the dude that want Hulk Hogan to still be 30 and be in the red and yellow, leg dropping dudes and body slamming Andre the Giant.
Well, Batman is timeless.
Some people will tell you Hogan's timeless.
Hogan's not. Hogan is touched by time.
I'm just saying. Look, all I'm saying, man, is it's like, look at what we nitpicking about though. That's the crazy part about that's what makes it so dope is that for the first time in like I don't know how long, DC didn't put out an actual project where I don't have to like analyze why it is that like I barely like this. Right. Or like I don't have to try to rationale my way to liking it. Like I can actually say, like with BVS. BVS was a movie that I have to try to rationale my way when I tell people I actually like BVS. The extended version now, mind you, the extended version.
Of course, yeah. I don't think anything else.
Exactly. Well, look at where we are with the Justice League now. That's why I said it's Justice League. It ain't no right. We ain't.
So I got a question for you then. So with how they did BVS, with the fact that they even have a director's cut that you have to see in order for things to make better sense, are you surprised at all that Justice League also went the same damn way, just about?
I'm not surprised. I mean, well, no, it doesn't surprise me because it's DC. And look at what they've done. Like this is what we've been memeing their asses for the last like 7-8 years. Like, well, since the Nolan trilogy, like they can't get right. We've been saying that. So it's not that it surprises me. My thing is just like, so let me put it this way. BVS originally for me, pre-director's cut, about a 5.5. With the director's cut, about an 8.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay. Justice League, a 1.
Right.
The Snyder Cut is like a 9. I'm probably gonna say 9.5 after I finish watching it a second time. That's a huge ass difference. Like,
right.
BVS gave you a little more context, but the overall structure of the film stayed exactly the same. They basically redid this entire movie from the ground up, recycling. They use the same scenes, but none of those scenes feel the same. None of the I would have to go back and watch And that'll probably be the only reason I watch Justice League, the Joss Whedon Justice League again, is because I want to see how different some of those scenes are. That's the only reason. Or I'll wait till somebody put a YouTube video out making that comparison and save me the time. But that's the only reason I would ever want to see that movie again, is to compare those scenes. I would like to forget those scenes and forget that they even existed. So that's why I'm like, in my mind, I don't even want to say the Zack Snyder Justice League. No, the Justice League that mattered.
Right.
That's the only one that mattered.
Well, I mean, you know what DC stands for, though, right? Don't care. You know what happens when you put WB with DC, right? You get Warner Brothers don't care.
Hey.
So obviously, they don't give a damn about nothing that's going down. They're going to do what they're going to do, and we're just going to have to get what they get, which makes me a little worried about the Matt Reeves Batman.
Well,
just because of them, not because of, like, I'm cool with Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
I'm cool with all the characters they got. I like Matt Reeves.
Mm-hmm.
Just worried about, are they going to try, if it's a good, you know how we'll know if it's a good movie?
What's that?
It's if they try to undercut it when they start putting the trailers out. They start messing stuff up. Do we know that the original cut was good? Because apparently that's their MO.
There you go. There you go.
Mess up good movies on purpose.
Man. Well, look, we're gonna pay some bills here in a minute, but let's put a bow on this, because I think when we come back from these commercials, we won't have to transition.
Well, then the bow would have to be Jared Leto Joker.
Speaking of, can we just like give some credit to the fact that like you actually want to see more of the Jared Leto Joker after this movie?
I mean, y'all might.
So it didn't do that for you. You wouldn't want to see more of that Batman Joker dynamic.
I dislike it less.
Oh, see
it that way,
man. Look,
he's not fully out of the negative for me, but this gives me if they were to put him in another one again, I would at least be like, he did decent in this area here. I will at least give it a chance now. Before, when they would talk about putting him in anything, even down to this, I was like, nah, they could do without it. But he did turn it around a little bit, but it doesn't make me like him. Like, oh my God, I want more of this. No, it doesn't do that for me.
Yeah, and real quick, I do want to touch on this one real quick because I see it in the two-way. The homie John M appreciate the message. Said that he'll rate it an 8 or 10, but subtract 3 points because he had 4 years to come up with new shit. Bro, I don't think a lot of this was new. I don't think this was something where he was like, oh, let me spend 4 years thinking up some more stuff that I can add to make this movie better. I think a lot of this was shit that he already had in mind, and the studio was like, nah, bro, that ain't gonna work.
Right.
And they had to chop.
Proof is in the pudding with the Irish scene, like I said.
Yes.
Like, that was already previewed. We seen that way before the first movie even came out.
Yes.
And then they didn't even include it.
Yeah. So I think that's
my point.
Yeah, I think that's being a little bit too critical in my opinion, because yes, where did he have time to really sharpen this? Because again, how long was the Snyder Cut even a thing? I don't think it was a thing this entire 4 years. So he's not sitting down like plotting this thing and eventually they're gonna let me put this movie out. So that I don't like. From just a logistics standpoint. I think he would have had to have the vast majority of this already thought out. And they had to have, at least principal photography for his shot. Yeah, there was some reshooting that was done, but a lot of this stuff was already footage they had in the can and that they left in the can.
Yep.
That's what's so crazy about it. And that's what makes this that's what makes this even better. Is it's like the fact that it's like, damn, they already had this. And this is what I want to leave it on, because we'll definitely get more into this in the afternoon this Saturday. Make sure you tune in, turn up, tune in and turn up. But we'll definitely be recapping Falcon and Winter Soldier and definitely getting into this a little bit more. But you know what I find to be interesting, and this is something that it didn't dawn on me until I think Josh mentioned it. Joss Whedon did the original Avengers.
He did.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
This is what it means if you want to know the difference in what a white Suge makes. If you one of those people that go, why the hell does everybody give Kevin Feige so much credit? Just watch Avengers and then go watch that first Justice League movie, and that'll tell you all you need to know. That will tell you all you need to know, because same exact director. But when you have somebody who understands the content and that gives a shit about the content on another level, on a whole different level, you can't make a Justice League because they won't let you.
Right. Exactly. I totally agree with that. Like, it's, you know, it's not even just the content. It's just it's the production. It's the people on both sides. It's the fans and the people you have on the production team. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know if rumors are true, but obviously, like I said, with people out crying like they have, I doubt he would have any kind of that type of stuff happening on set that I heard was going down.
Oh no, you know the mouse run a tight ass ship. They ain't playing that.
Definitely,
that mouse ain't playing that shit.
Most definitely.
You see what they doing? They as soon as you jump out of line, they like, no, cancel that. We'll buy another one.
Right. Yeah, we'll buy it.
We'll buy it.
We'll buy it. Whatever.
Exactly.
Just drop it.
But yeah, that's just it's so refreshing, dude, just to actually have some DC content that everybody can actually universally say, you know, there's gonna be people that didn't like it, and that's cool. Like, not saying you had to like it, but just to actually have something that, like you said, now DC can actually fire something back in that debate, and it actually be a legitimate something. Because
definitely.
That's the thing is now you got ammo.
It's a grenade.
Yeah,
it's like one or two, but I got ammo.
But you got ammo.
At least recent days. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing I will put on the homie's point about at least the 4 years about coming up with new stuff, not forget Zack Snyder, but in the past 4 years, what have we really gotten content wise from WBDC? That's another issue too.
True.
And small little point, I almost kind of feel like the biggest reason why they even let Snyder Cut go is because how much longer is it going to be before we even see another Superman movie?
Yes.
The fact that they even dropped this one gives them more time to keep that contract and come up with another few years, however long it takes for them to come up with another Superman movie and drop him in that, even if it's a new actor or whatever the case. Because if Snyder Cut didn't drop, I'm pretty sure that contract was going to be in trouble. When it comes to those characters.
No, I agree with you with that. I just really hope that if nothing else, man, that AT&T, not so much Warner Brothers, but AT&T listens to the people enough, and that they get this done. Like they realize the gold mine that they have right now, because bruh, it's crazy. Like, you got the people want more. Give the people what they want.
To the
Make
point
it
where
happen.
I am capping this at a 9.5 for the Snyder Cut. Justice League Snyder Cut for me is 9.5. Like I said, I got like little small nitpicky things that made me blurt out. But, you know, down to the fact that my man's shoes came off.
Yes.
He was running out to save my girl. Like, that's details you need.
Yes. You need that content. You need that. Yes, absolutely.
So I give my man's a 9.5. I think the ending was a bit cheesy, seeing them all there, and there was too many slow motion scenes. They slowed down everything in this movie. I feel like this movie probably would have at least hit the 3.5 mark if we got to see it in normal running time. Of course, I have a problem with the aspect ratio, so that's where the 0.5s go down. But for the story, how they put it back together, and the appreciation that I have to have for this 9.5, man. What about you, Al? What about you, peoples? What y'all giving it?
I'm gonna go with a 9 for now. I need to go back and watch it again. I want to be able to kind of really immerse in it and really soak in. Yes,
be molded by it.
I want to be molded by it. Absolutely. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 9. I'm gonna give it a 9 upon rewatch. That is subject to go up. But yeah, that's where I'm at with it, man. I'm with a 9. But what about the people? Before we pay these bills with these commercials, let's look at some of these and see what we got.
And we'll get to that, to all y'all super chats.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will.
Abby says that crazy to think that something in the DCEU would be a 9.5.
Tell me about it, right?
Trust Gang with the 8.5. I see Michael Afton 19.19. Man, my man's he's ecstatic with this. Awesome. She says 10. Abby K says 10. We got Anthony Manzano 7.5. See some 10s. See some 7.5s because 4 hours is too long. It's probably because you're a Vegeta lover.
There you go.
Probably. But I see a lot of 9s. See a lot of 9s.
That's what's up, dude. That's that's one of the things I kept thinking watching this, right? Was like, I wonder how this is going to hit with people. And one of the things, shout out to everybody that was with us in the watch party last night. I tried to hang in there for as long as I could, but the Sandman came in there and gave me the Ezra Miller, and I was like, okay, it's a wrap. I woke up and was like, it's time to get to this nerve engine, man. But
see, I did the smart thing, and I sat down at the pooter.
There you go.
Then we had to sit up to sit forward.
No doubt. But yeah, man, I give it a 9. I think it's subject to go up upon rewatch. I'm definitely gonna rewatch. I think me and the missus are gonna sit down and check it out this weekend. So I'll have a little more time to kind of soak it up. Oh yeah, because we was watching it. She was into it. As long as she was up last night, she was into it and was like, she even said, and she's like the normies when it comes to like DC. And she was like, what the heck? Where the hell was this the first time?
Right.
Like she like got up and walked off on the first Justice League movie. She was in there on this one, man. So
that's totally a success.
Yes.
Totally.
If you can make that happen, you doing something.
Right. This type of movie, this type of product that'll make a girl want to go play some Mortal Kombat.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't never
know what I'm
played
saying?
Mortal Kombat before. You interested in it now? Play that Mortal Kombat versus DC.
There you go.
I'm down with that.
There you go.
Go ahead, get on them, ladies. We ready to pay some bills, man?
Yeah, let's pay these bills, man. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and let's pay these bills. And we gonna be right back.
After these commercials.
Don't be startled, non-Venger. Are you satisfied with your other nerd channels? Do you want a more engaging experience with your nerd content? Do you enjoy looking at Josh's face? Well then join the Nerd Ventures, the most immersive nerd community around. Once you'll join, you'll gain access to wonderful extras, like private watch parties, exclusive live streams, specialized Discord channels, merch perks, discounts, and much, much more. Join the best group of nerds on the internet. Don't be a non-Venger. Join the Nerd Vengers today. Are you calling 911? Come on, Chet. Let's skedaddle.
That's right, your boy got fresh, about to turn up. Let me look at myself. Swaggy. Oh yeah, you know your boy about to go get it poppin', but first I need some of that Lavish Main purple drink. Turn up. Let me grab these keys and then I'm about to turn up. What it do, neighborhood?
He is the most interesting purple drinker.
I don't always drink, but when I do, I prefer purple drink. Stay loyal, my friends.
We gon' razz it up, we gon' jazz it up, we gon' snazz it up with that purple drink. We gon' razz it up, we gon' snazz it up, we gon' jazz it up with that purple drink. We gon' razz it up, we gon' snazz. Huh? What? Really? Oh, dang. It sucks having to go home after making a purple drink commercial. People call your names.
Whatever, asshole.
Even walking down the street looks bleak. Look at this. I even got a ticket. Ugh. Traffic sucks. Man, nothing seems to go right. When I get home, my wife look like she about to beat my ass.
I know you better get that damn purple drink money too. Better bring that home.
So I sit down at the table. She still know what I need. Some of that purple drink. Oh yeah. It's a new tune after that. Hook it up. Snazz it up with that purple drink. And now, back to the show.
But whatever Lavish says
about
my Snyder Cut take
Wait a minute.
is wrong.
It's wrong. It's terrible.
It is terrible.
No, I got that, Mike. That I was right.
There you go.
Maybe I should have made that the bet. But before we go on, in the spirit of these commercials, as the main Josh says, show notes.
Yes.
Show notes.
Yeah.
Of course. We will have the watch party tonight for the Falcon and Winter Solider. Be there about 2:50ish, 3 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
The main Josh will be hosting that and getting into it. And then the homie Al and Josh are going to be on right after that for that morning 5 o'clock stream.
Right
talking
and
all the
early.
spoilers. Because you know they can't wait. They just can't wait. But through the week, make sure you catch the homie Josh on the morning streams.
Yeah.
And then come back on Tuesdays for Fan Gestures Debate 8. Wednesdays, we got Darren's Danger Room. Of course, tonight, all you people are enjoying After Dark. And then Saturday, we have Afternoon. And that is actually after we have the Saturday morning Nerd Avenger streams with Josh. And then come back again on Sunday morning, and Josh is going to spit some of that hot fire in them business streams for the Nerd Avenger Prime members. So we got a lot going on over here on the Den of Nerds, man.
So what he basically saying is, if you ain't subscribed yet and became a Nerd Avenger, fuck you doing? Like,
doing with your life.
What you doing? You hear all this content, man. We raining it down. Right. And we ain't even talking about the fact, shout out, stand up. Hey, let me get some purple mane emojis in the two-way for my Discord peoples. If you be kicking it, man, look, let me tell you, we done turned up on Discord, bruh. Like we be in there doing watch party. Shout out to all my Matrix heads that was following the White Rabbit. We got one more Matrix movie to go. We are already getting hyped for part 4. We did that. We be in there jumping on late night, going down the YouTube rabbit hole, man, checking out stuff on the tubes. We get in there and be cutting up, man. So look,
we get to popping, man.
Subscribe, join the Discord. There's the link. Come fool with your boys. We got what you need, man. The Nerd Avengers. No better place to be, man.
One of the best communities on the streams, dude. You don't know about it.
And that's word. That's how do the youngsters say it? That's on God. Right. Did I do it right? Did I do it right? That's my boomer voice. It's 2 on the nose. Two, little bit too much. A little bit.
What you got there?
We go down. What? I tell you what. So tonight,
what you got?
Tonight is one of those nights, though.
Very special night
because we got to see what the clapback finna be.
Yes,
we got to see the look. Everybody's all in their DC feelings, and rightfully so, because DC knocked it out the park. Let's just be real, man. They knocked it out the park.
Did it.
But
this is true.
I don't think we got to worry about no WandaVision episode 1 tonight, man. I don't think that's going down. I think Falcon and the Winter Solider about to kick in the door, wave in the fofo. Like
talking about Chug don't want to see it
no more. I'm trying to look, boy. They don't know, man. They don't know. I've been waiting for this dude. I can't even tell you how long I've been waiting for this.
Man,
I've been waiting on this since my man, looking at my man Ralph Boner headshot.
I've been longer than that. I've been waiting way before we was. I've been waiting since he was flaccid.
There you go. Bonus. Before the boner, he was pre-boner. I'm trying to tell you, man. But dude, it's going down tonight. Falcon and the Winter Solider, the first episode. We got a 40+ minute episode. Ain't no more of this 30-minute shit. Ain't no more black and white. We getting right into the shits, man. So right off top, I gotta know. Let's just say it like this. Who's gonna have the stronger week, man? Who's got the stronger week?
So I almost feel like that question is just a little messed up, just for the simple fact that, of course, it's gonna be MCU Feige Falcon and Winter Solider. Like, the Snyder Cut is gonna have a decent time, but we already know that we're going to be spending the majority of our time speculating on the questions and getting those answers week after week after week. We're going to play the long game.
Yes.
And so who's going to have a better week? Of course, it's going to be Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Well, here's something that might shock you. I don't think so, bruh.
Really?
And that's not to say that Falcon and Winter Soldier is going to be nothing to sleep on. But what I'm saying is, DC came with that new hotness, bruh. DC came with the new hotness. And we at the point now where like we waiting on the Feige, we waiting on the Feige clapback. And I think Feige has let us know in the past, look, Feige don't worry about what's going on around Feige. He don't worry. Right. He put it this way. He try to act like he don't. We know though. We know because we saw what happened when DC dropped that multiverse news, and then all of a sudden Feige was like, "Oh, really?" Right. But right. here's what I mean, man. I think tonight's episode is going to be dope as fuck. Like, make no mistake, tonight's episode is going to be dope. But can it outdo the hype that we have right now for Zack Snyder's Justice League? That's the question. Is tonight one of those episodes? And if so, what does tonight have to give you in order for it to leapfrog the way you feel about? Because look, you put Justice League at a 9.5. So that means if we comparing the two, then it's got to be at least a 9.5 or better.
I feel you, but see again, like it's not okay. And this is actually for the Snyder Cut's benefit. Okay. So if you were to make it a bit, if you want to say that going for the first hour of Justice League, if I was to compare the first hour of Justice League, the first episode, which is going to be about an hour of Falcon and Winter Soldier, then I can do that a lot easier. But comparing a 4-hour property to something that we're only getting the first hour of, and then it's going to amount to more hours in, I can do it incrementally. Because, I mean, damn, the Snyder Cut, the first hour of Snyder Cut, you get a hell of a lot.
That's fair.
So I would say kind of, if you want to do it, and that's just like I said, for the Snyder Cut benefit, we could talk about it for the next month. You see what I'm saying? But overall, I'm still going to say that Falcon and Winter Soldier, if we were comparing them as streams as a whole, if you ask this question again after Falcon and Winter Soldier is over, then I
something
can
different.
Entirety, most definitely. But I'm still going to say Falcon and Winter Soldier are going to come out on top of that.
Got you. I feel you. And look, this is my normie fanboy is going into overdrive right now. Like, make no mistake, we gonna call it like it is. I'm hyping because DC finally gave us something that we can actually fool with. And I'm looking at it, and I think you're right. I don't think you can compare the two unless you talk about, going part one maybe of Justice League versus this first episode. Right. Then you can really have that conversation, like, no doubt. But what does Falcon and Winter Soldier have to do tonight for you to exceed expectation for you?
Okay, well, to make it a little fair, because this is actually what I'm basing it off of, compared to WandaVision episode 1 and 2.
Okay,
I'm expecting Falcon and Winter Soldier to automatically come out based off of that. Be a 10 off top. Sounds unfair, but I mean, for what I've heard, we're gonna get in this first episode by itself.
Yeah,
I mean, we're already. It's been confirmed way before it came out, but we're already getting a Don Cheadle cameo. He's supposed to come out in that. I think we're even supposed to get another cameo in the first episode too.
Something surprise, like something that nobody's even thinking about. Yeah, heard about that too.
Cameo already, so that's already going to boost up the score right there. Just the fact that we're going to see the story that continues after Endgame for them, which I believe the timeline for this is actually 2 months after Endgame, which actually puts it 3 weeks after what happened in WandaVision.
Got you.
So for the context of that. So I mean, I just see if they tie the two, do they make references to is this still possibly some kind of continuation of, I would say, since we're supposed to get Falcon and Winter Soldier first, maybe it'll just be mentions of. I don't really see something about WandaVision leading into, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't expect White Vision to show up in Falcon and Winter Soldier. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't expect nothing like that. But, you know, they could be somewhere and looking at a screen and people talking about the anomaly that popped up over in Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
But I mean, automatically, just to really go back and answer that question, what do they have to do? Show up 3:00 in the morning. Need to pop that on, because I'm damn near sure that the first episode is not only going to just kind of awe us compared to WandaVision, but it's also going to just leave us craving more and just wondering what's going to happen in the story. I'm not expecting them to end like cliffhangers or nothing like that, but I do feel like they will definitely want you to come back, bong, 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 week after week after week, each week to finish the damn story. What about you?
I'm okay. For me, what I need is MCU. That's what I need. And what I mean by that is I need to feel like I am watching the continuation of the next level of the Infinity Saga. Like basically we moving into this new phase. I need to feel like I'm watching phase 4. Like I need to feel like this is phase 4 type shit. And to dig even deeper, if this is Falcon and the Winter Soldier, then we know what both of those characters stand for in terms of content. You're looking at action, you're looking at the comedy, but you're also looking like that espionage type, spy thriller type shit, like we got with Winter Soldier. Now again, I will say this because I know if you've been watching, I've made some statements about Winter Soldier and how I feel like it's a tad bit overrated, but that spy thriller element mixed with like that Marvel flavor, I see why people, I see it. I went back and rewatched it. I'm like, okay, I got you. I still think it's a little overhyped, but I get it. And that's what I want to see this as I want to see basically the hybrid version of what we saw in Winter Soldier and what we got between Bucky and Winter Soldier in Civil War, and those few little scenes that we got there. I want to see that, and the trailers have shown us that we're probably not even probably that we definitely going to get that. But I want to see it like there's something. I want to feel like there's something that got held back, and I'm not talking about a cameo. I'm not talking about some crazy reveal, but from the standpoint of the action being upped to a different level, or something to where you are legitimately surprised. I will be, I won't say disappointed, but I will be slightly underwhelmed if it's a very face value first episode. Like we got that with WandaVision. You told us what WandaVision was going to be. We over speculated, we overhyped, and then some of us got let down a little bit when it didn't pan out. We don't have those expectations like that for Falcon and Winter Soldier. This is not something that's being set up to really reveal a lot. So I want for this first episode to really just get my appetite going, like get me all salivated up and like a steak sitting right down in front of me, and you like, yeah, you know what this is about to be. Right. Don't even play. Like that's what I want. That's what I'm talking about. Like I want to get into this, and like 5 minutes in, I'm like, all right, let's go. We in the building now. That's what I want.
I have heard that this first episode is going to be diving at least into Falcon a little more, so you get to see him at home, see him with his family, and how things of that nature turn out, and you get to see, I guess, since these are kind of like, I still look at these as kind of origin stories still as well, or at least a broadening of that, because, you know, the fact that we get to see them in the background on this kind of a level, like we didn't really get too much of what was going on with Sam when they first introduced him in, in the Captain America movies. You know, we just got him as he met up with Cap, and just, you know, they kind of just had a budding relationship from what they were going through and the things that they went through together,
right?
Went through in their past. that made him relatable.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't really know what the deal is with Sam and why he's actually was he seems like a therapist of sorts. He was pretty much talking to people getting through things and stuff. So like we don't know what led him there. You know, so maybe we'll get some more of that context, some more of that story, and get this, like I said, you know, see him interact with his family. I wouldn't mind that at all. Like for the down points, that's not going to bug me at all.
And let me be clear. Let me be clear about that. It's not that I want to see, like, I'm not expecting the whole first episode to be action packed, explosions, and all of that shit. What I mean is, when we get to the action set pieces, like if you like, in my mind, the way that I would like for this episode to go is within the first 10 minutes, you get an action set piece that kind of sets the stage for what the show, what the action on the show is going to be like. But then you can dial it back down and give me those, you know, story beats with him and his family, or even just interactions with him and Bucky, or however they, with Sam and Bucky, how they want to do it. I'm cool with that. But like, set this first episode up to set my expectations for what the rest of this season is going to look like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I want. Is I want to come out of this going, this was a dope ass first episode, and I can't wait to see what else they got planned for this, because this shit is dope. And I think I'm pretty confident that that's what we're gonna get. Like, I'm pretty confident about that.
I would say so.
Yeah, I don't even want to see, like, to be honest, I know that there's, you know, the rumored cameos or whatever, but I wouldn't even mind if we didn't get those. Like, I'm not going to be disappointed if we don't get a secret cameo, or if, you know, Rhodey doesn't show up. Like, I'm not going to trip off that. I'm more focused on, in this, like, what is this story? What is this going? What are you setting up with this? And not in terms of, again, a multiverse or mutants or whatever, but for these characters, what is this? Where are they going next? Like, what are we doing with these characters post Endgame, and what are we building towards? That's what I'm looking for.
Two in particular, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, we got to get to see what's going on with Sam and taking on the mantle of being the new Captain America. We have no idea really what's going on with Winter Soldier. He's just coming back off of being blipped for real.
Right.
You know, see, my man got a little haircut, so you know, maybe he's trying to get through that. We don't know, honestly, if Siri was to completely get rid of his previous programming with the secret codes and stuff that Zemo was even able to speak to get him under control.
Yes.
Zemo, you know, practically, like, how does he even get free? I pretty much thought that T'Challa caught my man at the end,
right,
from trying to commit suicide. So, like, what's his purpose now? Because he was done when it came to the end of Civil War. He's ready to, you know, bang bang, you know, I'm out, I'm done. And then, you know, now he's back in this. He's actually like a villain of sorts. You know, from the previews, we see him run into Winter Soldier. So like, what brings all of them together is what I'm really looking to see what the weaving is. They're already doing it in the background. You got General Ross, and he's already talking about, you know, for certain people to redeem themselves, and they need a new team. We got that other Captain America. Yeah. We hear Bucky say that Captain America needs his help. So it's like, what is really going down? And the fact that we know that they was able to record this from start to finish, the way that they wrote it, the way that they intended it to, nothing got taken out, none of that bull. I'm excited to see what an MCU project from start to finish looks like. What is the streaming aspects of this? Is like Falcon and Winter Soldier, honestly, for it to be the midpoint of these shows between the three that we're anticipating, that we know we're getting, is important to me. It's very crucial to the MCU right now after WandaVision, because we get to see what it's like when they didn't get to actually finish a project and had to skirt by. And then we get to see what it's like with the finished project. If the finished project ain't good, people are going to be really looking at Loki like, what the hell? I'm not sure. Maybe we should actually go watch the Snyder Cut for 4 hours so we can forget about the MCU. So Falcon and Winter Soldier is very important. But we already know that Falcon and Winter Soldier is not going to disappoint. I don't see nothing. There's nothing about this that looks disappointing at all. I mean, you even get my man Batroc coming back.
Yes.
George St. Pierre's coming back. And I heard he's been taking some acting lessons. So I'm wondering, like, are they actually going to give my man some parts? Like, he's going to be talking more?
That's a good question.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then we're going to get more of that character, because it seems to me like my man George St. Pierre trying to stick around, or at least wants to be around. So I don't see that being.
Hey, well, he damn sure ain't trying to fight no more. I know that. So he got to try. He got to try to transition into something else, man. He better try to get some of that
white sugar money, right?
You know what's up? Be like, hey, say, so y'all like, sure y'all don't want to bring me back?
Right. He's like, so I can do this and throw high kicks and flip and not get hurt.
Exactly like that. Exactly like that.
Yeah. My man was totally down. So yeah, man, we got a lot to look forward to in this, in this new series that we're getting. And I'm here for it. I want to see what's going to go down with this new Captain America. Is he going to be a good guy, bad guy?
Mm-hmm.
I want to know what's happening with the Weapon Plus program.
Yes.
Are they going to because that's the thing. Like, we know they're not doing X-Men or anything like that for another few years, but that doesn't mean that they can't tease mutants here and there.
Right.
And as I said, when it comes to WandaVision, I'm actually glad that they didn't include mutants, because if you honestly look at it, like, her story is still unfinished, and we didn't get to go in her childhood, and just a little bit that we did go back to her childhood to see that she kind of had some powers. It leaves it very widely open to context. Is she a mutant with secondary or primary powers, and then the Mind Stone unlocked these powers for her? Because it's like in the story, she's born. There's a couple different stories, actually. There's a few different iterations of what they did with Wanda.
Yeah.
But there's ones where she's a mutant, and then there's one where they just say Chthon pretty much just imbued her with the power, and she had the power since birth. But when it comes to the fact that they're trying to introduce mutants, I kind of feel like maybe they left that open to interpretation because they kind of want to make Wanda a mutant.
Yeah.
And so on that aspect, at that moment, from me looking at it in that point of view, I feel like we got a 9-episode thing with a mutant in it. We just didn't look at it that way, so we could leave the mutants out of that. But here, and especially with the context that we're supposed to be getting with Black Widow, because I've heard that there was supposed to be at least a mutant from Alpha Flight possibly appearing in that. That's been widely rumored, and we just ain't got to see it pay off yet or not. But we know they're doing a Weapons Plus thing over in Russia. They've been doing it for a while. So I'm wondering if the Black Widow movie, even though it's like set in the past and it patches the torch to your girl Yelena and everything like that, I just want to see if maybe there's some elements in Winter Soldier that play off of that as well, like the Black Widow movie,
right?
And some of those General Ross implications, because to me, I think that's what's important about the Black Widow movie too. And it sounds like I'm bouncing around, but I'm not, because Falcon and Winter Soldier has a lot to do with all these other different properties. Because General Ross is supposed to also be in Black Widow. You know what I'm saying? So the context that General Ross carries is important to the future of the MCU, because he is going to be bringing in a lot of like villain teams. He could be your doorway to Dark Avengers. Even if he's doing Thunderbolts, there's going to have to be some kind of opposing force to that.
Right.
And of course, with him supposedly supposed to be Red Hulk and working on, like I said, these Weapons Plus programs, that leads to characters like Wolverine and Deadpool, stuff like that. You know, so I'm just really wondering, how much are they going to feed into that throughout this story? Is General Ross going to be more of a front face, or is he really going to be is he really the big bad behind it all? Because I'm curious if we're going to see Zemo in the first episode, but I don't feel like Zemo is the big bad of this. I feel like they're overpainting him. Of course, he's a well-known face from Civil War, but he's not that guy when it really comes down to it. Like, well, they kind of show that maybe he can be cerebral. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
He was the villain in Civil War, but he's not that guy to where it's like, okay, so what happened after his plan? He got caught. Period. He didn't no fighting back. This dude, it's over. So that's what I mean. Like, he ain't that guy. I feel like somebody else would be the one to bail him out.
Gotcha.
In the end.
So then let's go all the way here, because look, this is kind of taboo, sort of kind of after WandaVision. Like, people don't want to really start speculating because you know what it does with expectations and all that. But look, we gonna go there. We're gonna go there. So what do you think the odds are that at some point in Falcon and Winter Soldier they do blow the doors open? And it's just like, in terms of maybe, you know, like with the Weapon X stuff, and maybe giving more breadcrumbs that lead to mutants. Do you think that that's something that this show is going to set up, or do you think that's going to be this will be another one of those, there's a couple of elements, but we still not going to get like a full blown confirmation or nothing that's going.
Right.
Like,
I think there'll be elements, breadcrumbs, like you said. The other side of this coin is actually being pointed or painted as the big bad or side bad is, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, okay? And y'all in the Discord, especially if you were on the Discord, you know you're gonna get them points. You know you're getting them points now.
Yeah.
Give me the name of that secondary element, the secondary enemy that's in Falcon and Winter Soldier. I want to say the flagships or something like that. And those that they show them in the trailers, but they give you no context to them for real. But remember when he was like, "That little girl kicked your ass," or whatever. Okay, so pretty much we already know Winter Soldier's got that super soldier serum in him. But meanwhile, he's already getting handled by this group of people. You know what I'm saying? So the storyline is somehow these group of people, they're going against what the government's doing because they were experimented on, and they have a version of the super serum.
Got you.
So, and that's why it leads down the context rabbit hole of the first Captain America, the old time experiments, all that types of stuff that they're kind of bringing out that you see in some of these trailers. That's where that comes from. So I think there might be a point where they at least blow the lid off of the fact that there have been experiments that's been going on for a while. But I don't think that they'll outright give us a mutant.
Okay.
A well-known one that leads to X-Men. I do think that they will at least be like, yeah, we got mutants because.
Bet.
You know what I mean?
So,
I don't think they'll do that.
So let's say percentage chance, and you let me know your answer while we're waiting on the chat, that we actually hear the word mutant in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. What percentage chance do you give it? Not that we get one, not that we see one, but that they say the word mutant.
Man, I would give that a fair Easter egg of 20%.
20%. Okay.
I know that don't sound high, but for a verbal Easter egg, I give it about 20%.
That's what's up.
I don't see it coming just yet.
Bet. I feel you. So far, I see a 20%. JT say 0%. Neil Taylor, shout out, 33%. The homie Whitney said 25 ? Patrick Addy 0. Abby's got 15%. Nobody over. Oh, there's a 32. There's a 35. Vegeta Lover 92 with the 35. Okay. Just Fernie's got the highest, says 40% chance. But Sam says it as a joke. Okay. So that's where I'm at. I'm right in that 35 to 40% chance. Because I think it's going to be something like that, like not a misdirect, but that it'll get mentioned in passing and there won't be that much weight behind it. Because again, I don't think they're going to set this show up. I'm just thinking like everybody's talking about, when are we going to hear about Fantastic Four? When are the X-Men going to show up? When do we start getting those name drops? I honestly don't think that like Feige's trying to do that on any of these shows that we have slated now. Like if we didn't get that in WandaVision, then they're going to save Mutants and the Fantastic Four for the big screen. Like they're going to wait till the 0 hour to drop that because they have no incentive to do it right now. You don't even have to build that up. You can play around, you can set up the universe around that, but you don't have to come out right now and say mutant now, or even establish that mutants exist right now. Now, again, I think they'll start doing and what they've done, what they did like with the Ralph Boner joke is I think what they're doing is they're going to continue to plant these little seeds to make you start wondering and to get people kind of conditioned to the idea and maybe even flirt around with us and play with it and troll us fanboys and sit around waiting for it. Like, let's just be real about it. Like Feige them know what this game is now. You know what I'm saying? Look at what happened with the scoopers and the leakers with the whole Doctor Strange thing. You can't tell me that if that was supposed to be in there, that part of the reason they pulled that back, in addition to the fact that maybe it wasn't gonna, they wanted to hold it since it was no longer directly gonna be followed by the Doctor Strange movie. Even if it was just 1%, part of that had to be like, you know what, we got to let these leaguers know we got to do something to throw these people off the scent. Like they starting to figure out a little too much. You know what I'm saying?
I would say it probably came when they had to change some things. It was like, okay, let's just troll. I could see that being a possibility.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, I think they realize now kind of what the temperature of the room is. So I think they know, and I would hope that they know that the Ralph Boner's a little too harsh. We don't want to go Ralph Boner, but they can still make kind of jokey allusions toward the idea of mutants. And still, as long as there's a payoff, and we know there's going to be a payoff at some point, but it doesn't have to be, and I don't think it's going to be in Falcon and Winter Soldier, but I do think that they will. It's about I would say maybe a 30. I'll go in the middle and say 35% chance that we hear the word mutant. I'll say 35%.
At some point.
At some point in this series, we will hear the word mutant. And
I'm sticking to my 20.
Oh no, I feel you. Because either way it goes, that's still a low percentage. That's less than 50%, significantly less than 50% chance. So I'm comfortable with that. Definitely comfortable with that. But it's just crazy that we are here, man. Like we got, we living in the aftermath of the Snyder Cut. We got Falcon and the Winter Soldier coming in a few hours, man. Watch party. Make sure you come back in and check that out. But man, like I don't know if it's because I'm still half asleep from riding it out as long as I could and then working the full day and then getting ready for this thing tonight.
You was a trooper, right? You was a trooper, man.
But look, I'm going hard in the paint. I do it for the people, man. I do it for the people.
This is some nerdy hearts for.
Hey, man, I do this, man. I do this. I do what I can.
But rest assured, man, one of these shows is going to spark with me, and I'm going to have to.
That's what's up,
yo.
Hey, look, man,
I'm gonna be late today.
We gonna make a whole thing out of the day you show up on a recap stream. I'll be like, hold on, wait a minute.
Right? Yeah.
This is a whole occasion.
It's a celebration.
It's a celebration, bitches. Exactly.
Show out your ratings.
Show me your ratings.
Show me your ratings.
WandaVision.
No, I can't.
I wish I had 4 hands.
What did Ralph Boner say to the face?
Slap.
That one's kind of close. You can't.
Oh man.
Some of these jokes. Some of these are just jokes.
Just jokes. Look, you can even take it to. You can even swing it to the DC side and be like, what was Steppenwolf after the whole time? The Unity.
UNITY.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I would try to catch that watch party, but I've literally set alarms.
Yeah.
Okay. I went to sleep
and it
set
hasn't mattered.
An alarm and still woke up.
Hey, I send this man text messages. This man be like, oh man, I get a response like 10 o'clock the next morning. Bro, I was out.
If 10 o'clock.
If 10 o'clock, right?
It'd be 12 o'clock. We'd be like, man, I'm just now seeing this.
Serious.
I had
serious
things to do.
Serious, man. Serious.
But like we always do.
Yup.
Let's see some of them rating expectations.
Yes.
Al,
yes.
What are you expecting from this episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier from 1 to 10 purple mains?
I'm going to go with a safe 8.
Safe
8. I don't want to get too high. Don't want to get too low.
Be careful, Adam. You hear that? Safe 8.
Safe 8.
You keep rigging this shit.
This is
8. It's turn into safe 8.
We gonna call it the safe 8.
We gonna put that shit on lock.
Mm-hmm. Somebody gonna do something. Cause look, all I'm saying is this, man. Starting to notice pattern. Them brackets be rigged, man.
It's funny. Like it's on our show. It's on our
and he's still rigging it. He's still rigging this shit.
Like really?
I'm gonna tell it. It's rigged. Why else would Batman have to go against T'Challa in the first round?
Man, this is
that's rigged. That's a rigged situation.
Man, it's as rigged as Josh wearing 2 shirts.
Hey, look.
Rap Superman and
Look,
then turn
and then flip.
mother flipping heel.
Look. I told
Like,
you, the homie did that old NWO shit that night, boy. He was like,
Didn't he?
He was like, yeah, psych, mother.
Didn't he? Oh my goodness! It then turned on us.
But the
Turned
crazy
on
thing
us.
about it is the dude that wears the Iron Man suit flying to the Nerve Ninja Tower had on a Batman shirt. And
a Superman shirt.
He's
Like,
so-
he didn't go for Batman and Tony Stark. He
no,
went for Batman
not
and
at all.
Superman.
He's so fickle.
And then
He's so
so
fickle. That's why we love him, though.
Homie.
That's how we love Josh.
Right.
That's why. Look,
I'm gonna need
and what
him-
did I tell
I'm
you?
gonna
What
need
did I
him
tell you
trimming
about
out of
Josh?
his goatee.
What did I tell you about Josh in the Snyder Cut? What did I tell you he was gonna do?
Oh
Guys, guys,
Mm-hmm.
I really loved it.
Yeah, DC.
We are a DC channel now. I'm telling you, man. That's how the homie get down, though, man. But yeah, man. Let's see. I saw an 8.5 up there. I see a 10, 7. OG fan with the 8. Looks like everybody's 8.
Player 2 with the 15.
Woo.
Shooting high with the expectations.
Ooh.
I just think that player 2, like, I don't even feel like that is an over exaggeration. Just like we keep going back to
Mm-hmm.
from WandaVision. From WandaVision to Falcon and Winter Solider, we're getting the MCU. We're getting what we expected a little bit more of WandaVision to be.
Right.
And therefore, like, maybe 10 is not enough because we know we're getting that with this off top. Like, I think everybody's going to be way happier with this off top.
Oh, yeah,
No
without
more
question. Without question. I don't think you're going to have anybody complaining about pacing. I don't think anybody's going to say it was hard. It's a hard watch, the first episode. I think people are going to be more on the lines of this is what I expect from the MCU.
Yeah,
Now, I
most
will say, and again, this is to be fair because I can already see Adam rolling his eyes. If he's already asleep, he probably hear me and his ears is burning. But to be fair, we do have the streaming platform now. So we have plenty of room for them to tell all types of stories in all types of styles. So just because one particular style of presentation didn't really do it, doesn't mean you have to jump off the hype train just yet. Just be patient, and something is eventually going to come around that you can fuck with. So
Right, most definitely.
that's the one thing to keep in mind. It's like, if you didn't like WandaVision, just wait for Falcon and Winter Soldier. And if you don't like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, hold tight.
Just wait.
Low key right around the corner.
And
So-
if he's still hanging in there, you're going to get a little bit of Hawkeye after that.
There you go. And if
So
by
we just
Hawkeye you
vibe
still ain't feeling it, then maybe you need to go watch something else.
Like Moon Knight or She-Hulk when that drops.
Yes,
We're just gonna keep it.
it's just gonna keep. We're just gonna keep it going. It's
Most definitely.
it's all kinds of flavors and varieties now, and it's just what a time to be a nerd. What a
And
time.
if you were a little disappointed by WandaVision, go check out Assembled. I still got to go check it out, but I got the TLDR on it.
Okay.
And what I'm going to say is, after a while, that boner joke will get paid off, and we're getting WandaVision season 2. That's all I'm saying. So
He's still on it, y'all. He's still on
Reno's
it.
still on it.
He's still on it, man.
It's happening. It's happening.
Hey, we already had this conversation about how I feels about that.
Mhm,
I
yeah,
don't
but
think
I'm
you are
gonna be.
necessarily wrong. I just feel like the sun even shines on a dog's ass some days.
I mean, how did we start this show off? Okay, we started the show off with Lavis showing off.
Look,
he was right. Okay,
see, that's what
I'm
all
gonna
this
have to do it
is.
to you too, Al.
That's all this is,
Supposed to
man.
be with me, man.
Again,
You're
I'm not
supposed
telling you you're wrong. I'm just telling you happen to be right.
In other words, he's just saying you ain't got to go home. You get the hell up out of here. What you think?
We can't. We know, man. You already know, man. You already know.
I'm being facetious,
But
but
you're
I
still
don't know,
wrong,
man. What
though.
you
You're
think?
still wrong.
You think? No, I ain't wrong. You think it's time for some conversation a lot?
Indeed, I do,
Give me
man. I
some of
think
these.
the people want us to get into these supers so that
Yes,
they can
man.
get into a little nap before they get back up for this Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Right. Because we know y'all gonna be right back up like a vampire
Right back.
popping out of his coffin.
Right back.
Right. So off
Who
top,
we
I
got?
got Whiskey Steve with the $4.99. Thank you, sir. He said, Lavis and Al, missed y'all. I'm about to be I'm about to be these super chats way more soon. Awesome. So you
That's
about to
what's
be
up.
up in these super chats way more often. Well, we be looking for you, man. 'Cause I know you come back later. We got the man Mike Mother Flippin' Porter.
Sir Glass Half Full himself.
Yes, sir, with the $4.99.
Appreciate it.
So I'm actually upset that we didn't get the Snyder Cut till now. They're fools if they don't re-sign everyone back and continue the story. Well, in my opinion, they're fools because they turn people off, not just us as the fans, but them as the actors and actresses.
Yeah.
And if we want to see a continuation of that, you're gonna have to wait till Feige comes out with Suicide Squad and does it the right way. So I'm going, not Suicide Squad, Squadron Supreme. See? Nah, I mean, these names are so damn close.
I'm telling you, man.
Come on, man.
I'm telling you.
Squadron Supreme the whole time is Suicide Squad came out because that's pretty much what the first Justice League was.
Right.
Here we got Rogue Soul with the $5 holla. Thank you, sir.
Appreciate
He
you.
said, absolute 10 for Snyder Cut. The difference between the two makes me want to go to film school, no cap, and cast Keanu as Ghost Rider. Yes. Oh man, he ain't never gonna let that go.
No, never. Not until we see this man on screen.
And he comes out as Silver Surfer. Sorry.
Right.
But we got Mike Porter again with the
$1.99.
He said, I'm an MCU guy, but that Snyder Cut though.
Hey.
That Snyder Cut though.
Hey.
And the main serious scaper came back. You are a nerd Avenger once again.
Welcome.
Welcome back. Yeah. All right. We got Abby Case with the $20 holla.
Appreciate you.
Thank you. He said, she said, first ever super chat has gotta go to the legendary AD crew. Thanks for the great WPs, man. Wakanda forever.
You already know.
Wakanda. What it do? We got Big Stevie W with the $5. Thank you,
What's
man.
up, Steve?
You all still think Iron Man beat Superman now? He's laughing at us, man. He said this movie just proved that the main homie Josh betrayed us DC fans. I can't argue with that.
Hey, look. Y'all got one dub. You just got one dub. Don't act like it's the championship.
I don't know. I don't feel like it's one dub. I feel like what they did was they took the two L's that they took before and they bent up the end part of the L and they put them together.
Hey, it still count, man.
It
still
looked like
count.
a win, but
hey,
I'm not sure.
Look, at this point, DC will take whatever they can get, man, because it's been a struggle.
And you know what? Thanks, Zack Snyder, guys. Now I feel like I'm gonna butcher this name. We got Hero Dares Fire. As close as I think I'm gonna get to that, which a $5 holla. Thank you very much. They say, I'm glad we got this version, but I'd snap it away in a second and leave us with the Whedon with no Snyder influence if he could have never lost Autumn. That is tragic. But
okay.
Leave us with the Whedon. Is he trying to say that he'd leave us with Whedon? With
But no,
Snyder?
what he's saying basically is that if he's basically saying that if we could trade the Snyder Cut for Zack Snyder to get Autumn back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can't argue that, man. You can't argue that. Like, as much as I'm a comic book fan, nobody ever wants to lose a loved one, especially when you feel like it happened way too soon. So again, I cannot argue with that one bit.
Yes. And my bad.
But I would try to. Oh no, I would damn sure try to negotiate though. I'd be like, hey, let me holler at you, big guy. Like, I know we talked about this being an even swap, but could you just let us? Come on, man. Let me hold something this time.
Right. Yeah. Get that back.
Especially with as good as it was, man. Like, make no mistake, that Snyder Cut was something else, man. It was something else.
Most definitely, man. I even liked seeing Batman a little bit more in that, especially in that nightmare scene where he was talking to Joker.
Oh, bro.
Hey.
And I will fucking kill you.
Batman.
Hey,
yes.
Bro, like I was like saying.
He said, believe me.
But that's why I'm saying. That's why I want to see more of them too, man, because like they legit had some heat on screen. Like them cats don't like each other for real.
Yeah, that made you know right there. Like this is not Joker might be trying to play. But Batman is playing around.
Come on, man. DH the homie Batfleck a little bit and give us Killing Joke.
Right.
Come on, man.
Shoot.
Come on.
Why want that. We can keep him the same age. And let's get The Dark Knight Returns Part 2.
Hey.
See, okay. Real quick. Side note. This is why I don't like BVS. Because if they had at least put this version of the Joker in BVS and then paired him up with Lex Luthor, I probably could stand Jesse a little bit more.
Gotcha.
But the fact that they just made him a solo bad guy, like how did he even figure out he's supposed to be just that smart? All of a sudden, out of everybody else who can't see past the veil, he sees it. Then I feel like, the Joker even called him Bruce at that point.
Right.
But I feel like maybe they should have alluded to like maybe he met up with the Joker and the Joker told him, what I'm saying? Something like that.
Something,
like,
right.
No Joker in this at all. And we get pretty much a Frank Miller adaptation in BVS. To me, that's what it was and with Martha.
Gotcha.
It's horrible. Yeah. So there's a lot of reasons why I don't like that movie. But anyway, we got Whiskey Steve with the $4.99. Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I said all the things missing in the Snyder Cut was a Terrence Howard cameo of Batman or Martian Manhunter. So many options. Yes, it was.
Yeah, man.
He probably would have came through as Aquaman though, dripping with
the serious.
Like, you know what it is, man? We're gonna take our dark side, man. We can't let him do that to our home, man. Yeah, this Aquaman would have been a little too humble.
Oh man,
I was a little bit too humble. You know what I'm saying? While he out there working on them changes.
Oh yeah.
We got Big Stevie W.
Big Steve
with the $50 holler.
Hey, appreciate that, man. For real.
Josh is a long form storyteller built for streaming series. If he's not constrained to time limits, his movies are epic. This was also edited to be a 6-episode series. Every part ended on a weekly cliffhanger. This DC Sweaty is in heaven. Yes, sir.
That's what's up.
Yes. He came back and he said, I meant to say Zach. We know what you meant.
We got you. We got you, man. We got
you. Yeah. Zachary P with the $2. He said, ejector seat Batman for the win. Yeah, that was pretty dope.
Yeah, that was. I like that.
Even while he was spinning, they threw that up in there. I was down with that. Because, again, like I said, I feel like they played Batman a little close in this movie. But, as I say, I digress. See what we got next. We got Crest with the $10 holler. Thank you. He said 1995 Source Awards. They're probably talking about.
Yep. I remember. I saw that when they popped up.
Yeah. We got Keaton Haas coming back with the $10. He said, I just want to show some After Dark love. Thank you,
Appreciate
sir.
it,
Cheers
man.
to Al and Lavis in the chat. Hit us with them After Darks. And he said for Rogue Soul, because we got 2 Feet of Snow. Keanu for Ghost Rider or Bust.
I mean, man.
Rogue Soul and started a whole movement.
Yeah, man.
David Mick, welcome. You are a Nerdvenger now, my friend. Stay nerdy, my friends.
Stay nerdy, my friend.
We got Whiskey Steve. Woo! Whiskey Steve with the $99.99.
Say what?
I said the $99.99.
One more time.
We got the $99.99.
Mighty fine.
Man, I get them nerd coins. What they're trying to do. So, tomorrow is my last day at my job, and I'm about to be hanging with y'all a lot more. I'm going to be going on some road trips and would love to grab a drink with any of the Nerdvengers. Cheers to the Nerdvengers and After Dark. # Den of Boner. It was all great till you got to that Den of Boner, man. But
crash and burn at the end. But hey, man, you find yourself around San Antonio, Texas way.
Right.
Come fuck with your boy.
You ever around the Ville? Hit me up, man.
Yes, sir.
Totally get a drink. I actually live right behind the bar.
So look,
we can get drunk and walk.
Hey, my kitchen is actually a bar.
Right. Might raise it. We got Mike Porter coming back with the $1.99, sir. Glass half full. Thank you, sir.
Appreciate you, man.
He said, Al, I voted Black Panther over Batman. But there you go.
That's right, man.
There you go. I'm pretty sure Al will give you some points for that.
Yep. I will. I'll holler at you at the Discord, homie.
Right.
I'll let you at the Discord.
Then we got Normies to Nerds with the $4.99. Thank y'all. Just showing love, man, gang. Can't stay for the Snyder spoilers. I'ma tap back in for the Falcon Winter Soldier talk, though. Yes.
Hey, that's what's up.
And what a talk it was. Yeah, it's too much to unpack, man. Too much to unpack for that. I think we could probably, like, afternoon, we might talk about that for the whole hour and a half.
Yeah.
I'm sure. We got Big Stevie W with the $5. So what makes the Snyder Cut different is even the critics are liking it by a vast majority. That changes everything.
Yeah,
I was right. What happens now is up to AT&T. This is DC's that truth. DC's that truth. An OG fan, I left that ambiguous on purpose. When I say the bill, it's totally. I'm about to come up with my own town. About to be in Nerdventure City and wherever I live at. We got Just Farney with the $1.99. Thank you, sir. Plus he got 500 points for coming up with the flag smashers for the answer. So when we get in the After Dark roast commercials, hey, soon.
Hey, don't think we ain't working on commercials.
Oh yeah, we definitely are. We've had a lot of stuff going down. We wanted to make sure we keep up with it with the people. I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna be a lot more engaged in knowing what's going on with the Falcon and Winter Soldier. But you know them commercials, man. It's a given. We gotta let these ones ride out and marinate. You know, you don't appreciate a new commercial until the old ones start getting on your
getting a little old. There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Plus these are too hot, so you know we gotta let them sizzle and cool down. We got a lot of new nerd Avengers popping in.
Exactly.
We want to make sure that they get caught up too. We got Jonathan Velasquez with the $2 calling you out, Al. He said, "Pause. Did you say boner headshots?"
I did. And the pun was definitely intended.
And it has just begun. We got Logan Moe with the $4.99. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
After Dark Boys, keep the shit mad tight, brass knuckles, flashlights. Falcon and Winter Soldier gonna have lit fight scenes and bring the ruckus like the real MCU.
Hey man,
no relation.
You know we ain't nothing but two nerd Avengers in the two-seater with two heaters. Look, don't look, man.
About to say, you remember,
look,
my man almost came all the way through with that.
I was about to, boy, look. Look, don't. I was about to, boy, look. Coming about that coma now, I'm like, oh, snap.
Don't do that again, Logan Moe. He be coming for you,
I be coming for you, Nerdvenger.
Man, we got player 2 with the $5 holla. He said, man, 4/3 was a weird choice, and the Batman vanishing joke was hilarious. I like the movie. I hope there are more. Man, unfortunately, hate to bust your bubble, hate to break your heart, but that would be too good for Warner Brothers to do that. But it would be even better if AT&T finds a way to make it right.
I'm gonna borrow a line from Star Wars and help us, AT&T executives. You're our only hope.
You're our only hope.
Our only hope.
Facts. Matter of fact, what's your fax number so we could send that to you?
There you go.
We got Keaton Haas with the $5. Thank you, man.
Appreciate you.
Cold open with big action sequence before the Marvel fanfare. Probably talking about
Falcon and Winter Soldier. Yeah.
Most definitely. Let's see here what we got next. There we got Lorgasm with the $5. Thank you. He said here to collect that perp coin. And I still support Bats over Black Panther. Wakanda sometimes, Gotham forever.
Somebody find this man the exit. Somebody find this man the exit.
Man, they might have found a way to divide us, Al.
Hey, you know what? Look, they always
not really.
No, never that. Never that.
Never that. Right. Never that. We got Keaton Haas with the $5 again. Thank you, sir. No, excuse me. I think I might have accidentally copied that twice because it was the cold open. But he did come back with the $2 and say perp coin for some perp corn. And he hit us with them purple lasers.
Ah, okay.
I think Abby said something about some corn instead of coin, and
yeah,
you know how it is.
The whole thing just went. You know how our chat get down, man. You make a simple mistake and they done turned it into a whole movement.
Right now we got perp corn, perp coin. I'm about to come up with commercials for that, and that's all because of Abby. Thank you, Abby.
Man.
Just like we got the blickening.
Exactly.
Now we got perp corn.
Exactly.
We got Kobe Hunter with the $4.99. Said DC will be back after Pattinson and Bats arrives. Marvel has to bring Fantastic Four in just to compete. X-Men after Young Avengers.
That's how you feel?
That's some
strong.
words.
That's some strong commentary.
Right.
I respect it though. I respect it, but boy.
Right. Any more of them just might.
Can I? Let me drop it on him, man. Let me just drop it on him because I think it's appropriate. Some motherfuckers is always trying to ice skate uphill.
Damn. With no gear. If we got Callisto Arcus.
Yeah.
The girl Patricia Palmisano. I still love that name. $25. Thank you, man.
Hey, appreciate that.
Mother. She said, love for Al because he killed it on that last debate 8. Love for Lavis. He is my DC fam. Love you guys muchly. Well, we love you too.
Love you right back.
Right back.
Yeah.
Awesome and excellent addition. And the best Den Mother the Den could ask for.
Facts.
Right. Now we got Whiskey Steve back again with the $1.99 to complete that $99.99 they gave us earlier.
There you go. Appreciate you, man.
Going to be in South Texas in May. There you go.
Oh, well, hold on now. Wait a minute. Just meet up something, man. Hold on. Let me mark that in the nerve in your calendar.
Most definitely. Then we got Rogue Soul coming through. Said regarding Falcon and Winter Soldier, there are rumors that there's a Steve Rogers funeral. But what if it's T'Challa's?
Bruh, look, let me tell you something right now. Cut the music for a second. If this first episode gives us a T'Challa funeral, number one, I don't know what kind of emotional state I'm gonna be in to do a recap afterwards. But number two,
right?
Hey, I'm just gonna say this show will get a 12. If we get that funeral, because I'm not even thinking about that. And if you're gonna hit me in the heartstrings like that, you know what that'd be like? That would be perfect white Suge shit. Cause he'd be like, "Oh, Justice League, that's cute. That's cute. We finna roll this out right now." Exactly, right? I'm saying, man. I'm just saying.
Exactly how that would go down. Let's see. We got John Johnston with the $2 holla. Thank you, sir. One more J, and you can actually we'll sign you up to be in the Daily Bugle part of the tower. It'll be Jonah Johnston.
John Johnston sound like he co-workers with Ralph Boner in that witness protection.
Don't it though? They do. Maybe Boner had to change his name after that because he's getting too much attention.
You know what I'm saying?
But he said hashtag release the Boner cut. Man, I don't think we could do that. We probably have to start up that only.
There's a joke there, but I'm gonna leave that one for like after dark.
Yeah, literally after
dark.
Cause yeah. Then we got T-Rev coming through with the $5 holla. Thank you, sir. Said I thought it was Zamunda forever now. Next to Doria. Shit, bro.
Somebody been watching that Coming to America Part 2.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna have to check that out because I'm hearing up and down mixed vibes. I'm hearing it's got some of the same old vibes as the first one.
It does.
I'm hearing it was a bit of a disappointment at the same time. I don't know. I'll have to see it because you know what? I heard the same thing about Norbit. Everybody hated Norbit. Nah, I fucking love Norbit, dude.
I'm not a Norbit fan.
See, exactly.
I'm not a Norbit. I'm gonna tell you what Coming to America 2 is like for me. It's like going to a family reunion and seeing all your cousins, aunts, and uncles that you remember was funny as hell. But then once everybody start getting drunk, you like, see, this is why I don't fool with y'all. Right. Now I gotta go home. Like, just turn this shit off. Like that's what that movie was like. I was like, you see, this is what happened when you just take a good idea too damn far. Now I'm not feeling it. Turn it off. That's how I feel. Right.
And that's all I got for the supers, but let's go chill with the people.
Yeah, let's give them about a good 10 minutes or so. Man. We do that and then ride out, man.
Yes, sir. Because I'm thinking they got some really controversial things to say. Like Ashton saying Batman versus Superman was pretty good.
Hey, that ain't controversial.
It was good and terrible.
Nah, man. You keep saying terrible like that movie. Let me ask you this. What would you watch? That or Wonder Woman 84?
Oh my God, why you do this to me?
Because I want you to stop calling this movie terrible.
Why you do this?
What would you watch? That or the first Justice League?
Okay, I would watch. I'll put it to you this way: I'd watch BVS and Wonder Woman 84 both burn in hell because both the movies suck. And I want to watch. If I were to watch them, they could burn. I'd watch them.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. It's not. Look, we already know what it is, man. But first of all, anybody that want to make you watch both of them movies back to back, that's cruel and unusual punishment. Like, what did I do to your mother to deserve this?
Right. What did I do to Martha to deserve
like,
this?
Hell yeah.
I did nothing.
I did nothing.
Nothing you can do.
Oh man.
With all your strength.
You gonna let that movie make it, man. I ain't gonna say my movie because I'm just here to to support it for what it is. It ain't my movie.
Right.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay, Al. Now this might be simping, might be me simping just a little bit, but I'm allowed to do that. But even Abby K says only nerds for that boner cut. Man, we're gonna change we're gonna rule the motherfucking world.
Hey, look, let me tell you. Ain't nothing wrong with you simp responsibly. I showed that last night.
Oh yeah.
Simping responsibly is a beautiful thing. You just gotta keep it under control.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
man,
I'm
like
change commercials. Simp responsibly, man.
Simp responsibly.
You're gonna have to do that. Jedi Mike Brokebench is asking me. He said, "Are you looking forward to the Falcon and Winter Soldier fight scenes more, or the buddy comedy Wakanda Forever?" What am I looking for? To be completely honest, I'm not looking for any particular elements in this to be better than the other or more than the other. What I'm really looking forward to Falcon and Winter Soldier is just to get all of that great MCU-ness, and that's why we keep bringing it back to just MCUs in general, because there's so many different elements that they put in their shows regardless. I'm just down and here for it, and I'm just curious to see where the story goes as far as future implications. The one thing that and I think that's another reason why we got so butthurt with WandaVision was because MCU, after we got to about Civil War, by that point we were really used to like the post-credit scenes and a lot of the allusions to what they were doing in the future assets, the future IPs, you know what I'm saying? That's what got us hyped. So when WandaVision fell a little short on that, we know some things already. Right. And I feel like that's what they leaned on more was the fact that we know that we're going to get a continuation of this somewhere so they could get away with it a little bit. Right. But I think Falcon and Winter Soldier is going to plaster all that up for sure. My man T-Rev hitting me up. He said, what did you do, Martha? I got questions now. T-Rev, how do you know that name?
How do you know that name?
How do you know that name?
Look, T-Rev is all over because then I see him in the chat. He say, but if your wife drop in, Al Shula, simping quickly becomes contributing to the channel.
No, simping becomes simply just giving it a Nerd Venture a compliment.
It's called, I am simply interacting with the community. That is all that is. That is all that is.
If anything, simps just fall short. There's no ulul in it.
There you go.
Where's the ulul?
Say that one more time. The what?
Ulul.
That's another after dark joke.
Yeah, most definitely.
You got that noise and Ralph Boner. Like this is gonna go downhill fast.
Right. Yeah, we're gonna have to. Maybe we should do a Discord after.
Yeah, man.
People are gonna be like, "What the hell was y'all talking about?" What the like, hey, keep saying
it. It'll click.
You'll get it.
Oh man.
It's player 2. Let's go. The Falcon and Winter Soldier. A few hours from now, man.
Yes, man. So let me do this. Let me get some of them Iron Man emojis if you're gonna be in the watch party with us later tonight. Remember, come back, Nerd Vengers. If you're a broke Venger, better try to hit that subscribe so you can get in that party, man, because you missing out. It be going down like Frasier.
Right. Most definitely. And I see the Jedi Mike Broke Venger, my man saying I'm simply loving on Darren last night. You know what? I think Darren is a great prospect, an awesome addition to the channel. I'm getting strong beginning after dark vibes for that show, which obviously is very good. So let's see some of them iron mains. Let's get some purple mains. Let's see all the mains.
And shout out to Darren's Danger Room, man. Like if you ain't checking that out, the hell you doing? Hey, really? Player 2, I see you. Welcome. You are a Nerd Venger now. Yeah, man.
I see some white Suge mains in there.
I see it. I see it.
Gotta make sure you throw that Suge in there before you say mains when you say
Right,
white
for real.
Suge
You gotta
main.
hurry up and you gotta emphasize Suge too. Suge.
Yeah.
Suge main.
You never know. One day we might be controlled by the main.
Yeah. Who says we're not already?
It's a scary thought. Which pill did you take out? Did you
Ah.
take the red pill or the blue pill?
Neither.
Me either.
I asked for it in syrup form.
Oh man, see, I didn't even think of that. I got mine in pancake form.
See,
it
nah.
was close.
Close, but yeah.
Close.
Not that kind of
But
syrup.
no,
Not that syrup. I'm talking about
Yeah, I know what syrup you talk about.
that purple stuff.
Yeah. See, okay, that's probably because we had a slight regional difference there. You say syrup, I say scissorp.
Oh, well, see, look, I normally say scissor too, but you know, we in mixed company, so I got to make sure that everybody knows.
Hey,
Syrup.
mixed company.
You knew where I was going.
Yes.
Who got Jolly
Yes,
Ranchers on?
man. Ashton, charge your phone. And then when you do that, make sure you go on the Discord at Godfather and tell him to comb his beard.
Oh man, this is when you know we have reached the end of the road.
Yes. Most
We got about 4 more minutes though. Look,
we go 4 more minutes. All right, we can go 4 more minutes.
I sound like who was that? Who was that back in the day? Was that Avant had that 4-minute song? Something like that.
I only got. Yeah, that's all I can do.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's all we're allowed to do.
That's it. Yep.
Maybe on After Dark, I can actually like.
Yeah, because you know, YouTube like to strike a motherfucker. They will get you in a minute.
I can't even say 4 minutes. Oh, see, look.
Look, there it is. There it is. Now they watching us. Now we got them people on us. Oh shit.
About to go full Farouk.
Damn.
Friend of mine, he cut his hair. He used to have long dreads, man. Like, down the middle of his back. He cut his hair. He looked like the baby now.
Mm-hmm.
And when I seen it, I was like, damn. Hey, it's my boy though.
That's what's up.
Talk about it like that to me. Let's see. Mark Hamilton, I can't wait to see Aaron Kellyman as Flag Smasher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look up some at least Flag Smashers. I'm not sure if maybe they're like a adaptation of a different character or if they're a character themselves. I really don't know anything about that character, so I am gonna have to dive into that one. Most definitely.
See, look, I do want to bring attention. You got Whitney hype now because she's like, oh shit, After Dark is coming back. Yay. So now we on the hook, man. You know, we can't disappoint Whitney, man.
We don't disappoint anybody. I don't.
There you go. We try not to, but there's some people that, you know, them 6 motherfuckers that always hit dislike. We always disappoint somebody, but that's life.
Right. Hey, you know what? I feel like I don't disappoint anybody because who cares about the people I disappoint? You know why I say that? Because I don't ever intentionally disappoint anybody. And if you are disappointed by the things that I do when I'm trying to help you out, I don't give a fuck.
Message.
Right.
Message.
OG fan coming through with a $5 holla.
Hey.
I said, After Dark, always keeping it real and entertaining. Alan Lavis, the Luke Cage and Iron Fist, the interweb nerd community, punching out all the imitators. And you know what? We're the best version of Luke Cage.
Shotgun on Luke Cage. Sweet Christmas.
I already knew you was going to do that. I'll take Iron Fist, but like I said, I'm the better version.
Hey, that's cool.
What do we call that? Lavis Fist. No, I don't like that. Immediately, that didn't hit right.
Breaks. Wait.
Scrub that, Elisa. Cut it out.
Elisa.
You watching?
Clip that. Lavis Fist. We need that.
No. Not at all.
Oh, man.
Go ahead, stick with the Lavis Blackman. I'm Blacked in America on Discord. Might have to change that to Captain.
No, we gonna need to change. No, we need to change that to Lavis Fist.
No, man.
Hey, somebody in the Discord, I expect to see a Lavis Fist. One of them photoshops.
Man, they already made me into Captain Jack Sparrow.
That's what I'm saying. I need that Lavis Fist, man. Make it happen.
I don't know. Yeah, you got a Lavis Fist. It's got a bat ring on it.
It's got a bat ring on it.
I got a bat ring with me.
Now he about to beat my ass.
Right. Charles.
Shut the fuck up, Charles.
See, Lord guys, I'm taking it too far. See, I'm not even. I'm just gonna direct people to that comment, but I am not saying that. Totally not.
Not as long
that.
as I'm wearing these DC
I
colors.
Right. Your chest.
My bloody chest.
Oh man, we have to watch that with the people.
Yes,
today.
yes, we so have to.
My man Ashton, what's your name on Discord? At me in the After Dark chat. He said, "Lavis, I told Godfather to go." Hey, I don't know where you at.
Hey,
at
get that man
right now.
Get that man and some XP.
Yes, get this man some XP.
Yes.
He said, oh my goodness! You know what? It'd be funny if we get into a meeting and my man Godfather was like, "Yeah, I got about 125 messages telling
me to comb my beard."
I wonder where that came from.
Oh man, we just need to do like a Nerd Vengeance commercial with everybody, and that's all he got to do in the commercial, just be combing his beard.
Hey, I'm gonna have to go back to the last show where he was
actually combing it. Yes. Oh man.
You dwarf. I hope. Most definitely. But you know what, man? Feel like it's about
that time. You know, because we gotta get ready for that Falcon and Winter Solider, man. I'm about to go caffeinate and get ready. But as you were so eloquently putting it, like we always say, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. Homie, my man Lavis. It's another one in the books, my guy.
Sir.
I guess we will catch them in the next episode.
Man.
Oh.
That's a good one.
That was a good one.
I enjoy saying that after each show.
Yes. Ain't it beautiful?
Seeing everybody. Yeah. It's as beautiful as the Snyder Cut. It's as beautiful as the Falcon and Winter Solider. It's just
beautiful as the Lavis Fist.
If Lavis Fist must be a thing, then yes, it will be.
It will be for the people. It's all for the people.
Nerd Vengers. All Nerd Vengers alike. Nerd ladies and nerd gentlemans alike.
Yes.
Come one, come all. Get some of this black Lavis Fists.
Hey, man. I guess it's cool and acceptable that you say that, as long as we remember to nerd venge
every day.
But whatever Lavis says about my Snyder Cut take is wrong. But whatever Lavis says Lavis says about my Snyder Cut take is wrong.